This is
Agents of Calamity. I am Agent Flash Attack Jack.
I am Agent Corey.
I'm Agent K.
and I'm Agent Special Ed.
Yes, he is.
You can find us on AOC Operatives on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
AOC underscore Operatives on Twitter.
That's a good site, I heard.
Also, for all your media needs, check out videobijimmy.com.
Good guy. I heard he's awesome.
I love it, Jimmy.
Yo, do we have a fucking email address?
Yeah. You can find us at agentsofcalamity@gmail.com.
Whoa. agentsofcalamity@gmail.com.
Gmail.
That's an interest. And video by Jimmy?
Videobijimmy.com.
That's a good guy, dude. He's throwing money at our faces.
Animation, you name it.
Dude, he does a good job, man. He does a good job. Guys, I have a problem.
What?
Oh, God. Herpes again.
Oh. Dude, it's the same problem I talked about for a long time.
Yeah. You got to keep taking that for the rest of your life.
No, not that problem. It's aliens.
Oh, aliens?
Aliens?
Oh, no.
Instead of flour?
I just have Valium. I don't have any aliens.
Wow,
You
dude.
mean Grays?
Yes, you've heard.
Oh, I know.
You've heard of my beef, haven't you?
I love
Dude, my
Grays.
Gram's locked down in some nursing home.
No, not Grams.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, gray aliens, dude. Do any of you guys, before I even fucking tell you, do any of you guys even know what the days are?
Aliens.
Aliens?
The A's?
No, the gray aliens.
They're like the top tier, right?
Are they?
They're farmers of humans, right?
I'll tell you what, dude. Gray aliens, also referred to as alien grays, Roswell grays, and simply grays or grays, are alleged extraterrestrial. Think about that, Corey. You can't even spell that. Beings whose existence is discussed in UFOlogy, paranormal, and New Age communities, and who are named for their unique skin color. 43% of all reported encounters in the United States, Agent Corey, United States, describes gray aliens. Describes them.
I'm so glad you can read directly off Wikipedia, bro.
Such claims vary in every respect, including the nature, origins, extraterrestrial, extra-dimensional, time travelers. Rest my case about the other argument. Moral dispositions, intentions, and physical appearance of the encountered beings. Though many of them nonetheless share some noticeable similarities, a complete description derived from the overlap would have grays as small-bodied beings with smooth gray-colored skin and large hairless heads.
Wikipedia page sounds just the same as Meryl Streep's.
Large black eyes.
I'm pretty sure.
Large black eyes.
I'm pretty
Large
sure
black eyes.
if you type in Meryl Streep in Wiki, it's the same.
Dude.
The same two paragraphs.
Dude.
Oh,
I fucking hate these guys. Alright? I got beef with these guys. They fucked me. Literally, they fucked me. They abducted me and they fucked me, Corey.
you're full of shit.
You weren't there. Were you there?
No, I wasn't.
Were you Special Agent Ed? Were you a part of this? You rate me.
No.
You rate me with the fucking aliens.
It wasn't me, and
It was
that's
a probe.
classified,
And
so...
it was strictly for experimentation only.
Oh my god. Okay.
They
Listen.
wanted to know how you extracted herpes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Extrapolated?
Okay, a lot of people have been talking about aliens lately.
At this agency, there's special hazing processes, and sometimes it's just a little...
Dude, the boss said I died at least 48 times, dude. He said I'm really bad, but they just keep me around. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't get it.
It's almost as if we have a whole closet of you.
Do you know something, Agent Ed,
Oh.
that I need to know?
No.
Agent Corey, you know something. Look at that. Look at that sad
I'm not
fucking
supposed
look.
to really dive into this too far, but we need you around. You're like an insurance policy, you know?
For what?
Like a demographic, you know? Like companies need to hire a certain amount of black people. We need at least one retard on set.
Yeah.
And contrary to what you believe, it's not special ed.
Yeah.
No shit. I thought it was him the whole fucking time, dude.
You're like...
That's why you're in the dark with the grays.
Yeah.
Dude,
You're 21st century cannon fodder. Just think of it that way.
that is not a good thing to tell somebody, Agent Special Ed.
The good thing is like you get to come out of the closet every couple months.
Yeah.
I wish you would. I wish you would. And then we would know.
Then your parents would see me.
Oh shit, dude. But no, like gray aliens. You guys have all heard about this throughout your childhood, growing up.
Yep. We all had that uncle.
We all had that uncle.
Yeah.
That's seen that fucking thing, dude.
I'll show you mine if you show me.
Yeah, we had that uncle too. That's a different uncle.
Mine was the same uncle, so it was a lot of confusion in my childhood.
A lot of crossover.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
A lot of crying and ice cream.
I know someone you should call. I'll give you the number after the show, dude.
What did it say? With the gray-colored skin, huh?
The agency covers that, right?
And large, hairless heads.
And
his uncle.
big black eyes,
He
dude.
is bald. He is bald. I'm starting to wonder.
Oh my god. Okay.
Why wouldn't they have hair? I mean,
Why wouldn't they have?
or fingernails.
They
That's
don't
like
need
dead
hair.
cells. But that's like dead cells leaving the body, right?
Why do we have hair? Because of climate, right?
Right, to keep us warm, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the point of our primate ancestors? We grew hair to stay warm and
Beards and stuff.
beards and shit like that.
I mean, I guess we're using logic, but...
Yeah, I don't know actually why we
Well,
have.
I mean, most likely that is...
I think it's an evolutionary trait. That's basically what,
They traverse the universe so long that they evolved to not need hair because they're always in
crafts.
climate control.
Yeah, they have universal AC.
Yeah,
Right.
So they don't need hair anymore.
And the lack of sunlight would be the reason their pigment is gray, I would assume.
Yeah, and because they're inside.
Wouldn't it be like translucent or pale and white, like powder?
That's true. Would it though?
I mean, unless they're getting like...
Why are their eyes so big?
Powder was a pedophile, so I think that just comes with it.
No, the director was a pedophile.
Same thing.
Why would they have big eyes?
I mean, they wouldn't... I don't know. For light sensitivity, right? Maybe they're in the dark. Maybe they can see.
Maybe. Oh, that
Maybe
makes some sense.
That would go along with their skin and being in space, you know?
Why would they... Agent K, why would they have big eyes?
Like he said, they're probably in dark and they get more light the bigger their eyes are.
Do you think they're
Darker.
not... Is that nocturnal? Do you think they can see in the dark?
I don't know.
If their eyes are that big,
Well, that's like...
evolutionarily...
Right, or what?
Well,
like,
that would...
Like
that
Riddick,
would-
he had like all black eyes because...
Didn't he have a lens that he could flip over? No,
Well,
he
he
had
covered
to,
him
he had
with
to
like
wear the glasses.
sunglasses, right,
Yeah.
for the sun, right.
But that
Wait, you guys talking about K-Pax?
Yo, nobody's talking about... nobody's
Yeah,
getting a
he
rape
does
vibe.
wear glasses and that, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
but that's because...
No, but then that would mean they had to evolve entirely mobile. Like, they've not had a home planet.
Like, basically just orbited, right.
Yeah.
And how do you continue to build with lack of resource there? Like, that's
man.
that's a giant jump.
Oh, dude, do you guys think that there are interstellar systems, machines built by intellectual people
By the Greys.
that transverse the galaxy, and the ship that they're moving on is its entire world?
Like Valerian.
I don't know what that word means.
Valerian
Planet
steel.
of 1,000 cities or something like that. Or City of 1,000.
A moving ship.
Yeah.
A moving ship that is the
That's a film,
world.
right? Huh? No.
You don't think that's possible?
Oh yeah, there could be like one big ship just
I think so.
flowing through.
What
and
you
then
mean, like
all-
populating other planets, like Prometheus?
No, like a planet-sized ship just traveling, and then
Like
there's
the Death
also
Star?
satellite, basically scouts going across. Yeah, like the Death Star.
Like the Death Star.
But not intending to kill, but to repopulate.
Maybe there are some
To
that are.
populate.
Not even they just intend to gather resources to continue.
And they just
If
see
that
that a
happens-
planet is habitable to certain things, and they drop.
They go by planets. They're like, oh, that motherfucker has iron. And they're like, who?
Yeah,
who
not
lives
necessarily
there?
habitable.
Yeah.
Extractable.
Yeah, they just like, oh, what lives there? Oh, we'll fuck
So,
them
a
up.
mining company,
Yeah.
Basically, but
an intergalactic mining company.
but that ship is all
So we're all still blue collar, just so we're clear.
They're all seeking carbon.
yeah, they're all seeking a certain resource.
Obsidian.
Do you think that's possible?
Could be.
Yeah.
I mean, the universe is vast.
What is that? The
I think the last time we touched on like harvesting humans or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think we did talk
That-
about
that would
something
be-
like that.
You know, we're here, to basically kill the planet so they can just come back.
Oh,
and
using
clean up.
us as a weapon is
Right.
what I believe we talked
Yeah,
about
we got on that too.
on that other
Right.
cast. Yeah.
So really, they came here, saw that this organism could live here. They dropped us, and they're gonna check us in 100,000 years.
See and make sure we.
Yeah, let's
Clear
kill
up
these dinosaurs. Let's
Yeah.
bitch up,
Oh,
and
yeah,
we'll
they-
drop these people off.
or they planted us like
Right.
fucking
Like-
seeds and knew we'd multiply. That way
Right.
they could come back and then
Maybe
take
maybe
us.
our blood is good for something. Or a
Yeah.
stem cell.
Tom Cruise movies, dude. I watch Tom Cruise movies too.
Yeah,
dude.
Scientology. Maybe that dude is for real.
Yeah.
Shut the
God
fuck.
damn it.
Shut
Damn
the
it.
fuck up. Are
Damn
you
it, Craig.
Isn't
Yeah.
there a conspiracy theory that the moon is like a old alien spaceship or
The dark side of the moon.
yeah?
Yeah. I think you touched on that last time too.
I don't know.
Yeah, because the moon doesn't rotate.
Yeah, it's tidal locked.
Right.
It's-
We only ever see the same part of the moon. So the
Oh.
other side of the moon, we could have a big space station on. You know,
Who would do that though?
not America.
Not America? Do you think America?
Unless Americans can put it on a shirt, they're not about it.
Is it always capitalism at its finest? Is that what it is with
No,
America?
that's what this whole
Socialism in
Space
there.
Force thing is, so that we can start a stat. Because for the longest time, everybody just agreed that space was international, like benefit for everybody. Like,
Oh, now we're trying to claim and market it?
oh yeah, that's the whole
the
point.
idea?
That's the whole point
Is
of the
to, like,
Space
take the
Force is so
space?
that we can go, hey, this is ours. Oh, what do you know? We already have the technology to police it and make sure that you don't take it.
Oh. I thought we were just gonna,
But wouldn't other countries try to compete with that? Like Russia?
They can't. They really can't. China has a chance just by pure brute force, but
But do they
I mean,
have?
overall intelligence, I think somebody could beat us. And
maybe South Korea, but we own them. So I mean, they're just gonna.
That's
Israel-
true.
Israel will
wasn't
just buy it from
Russia
them.
the first? Weren't they the first people in
First
space?
in space.
Cosmonaut. And they lost a bunch of fucking people.
Well, honestly, we share a lot of information with the Russian space program.
Oh yeah,
as well.
right.
I mean, we share the International Space
Well,
Station.
I'm not saying they keep it secret, but when it comes to
In fact, right now, the only
sticking
way
a
we
flag
get
in
up
it and
there
saying it's ours,
is because of Russia.
right?
We haven't sent a payload up there
We
as
stole all their
NASA
Nazi scientists.
in years. That's why Elon Musk is getting these contracts to try and get a payload up there, because we don't want to do it because after that last one burnt.
Yeah, we backed out. Russia's been running the fucking game.
I'm sorry, you just made me think of this movie. Is Dead as Hopper. It's called Space Trucker.
Why does
Never
that?
heard of it.
Oh
Never heard of it.
god, you don't
does that
want
sound
you don't
familiar?
want to. All right.
Okay.
Is that where he's like driving through space
Yeah,
and
it's a
stopping
space
at
trucker.
space
Yeah.
truck stops and
Yeah,
shit?
man.
Oh my god.
That was like
Wow.
from the 80s
Pretty
style.
sure it's the same dude that's in that Lethal Weapon too. He,
What the fuck?
So is there like extraterrestrial lot
It was
lizards?
It's kind of like a
Total Recall, you got some
Like-
chick with 3 tits and stuff.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
It wasn't Total.
Is
Fifth
it-
Element? Like yeah.
Oh, like
Total
Fifth
Recall,
Element.
Fifth Element concept. Yeah.
Do you
But
think?
way cheaper budget?
Do you think the Space Force is a? idea that should be pursued?
I'm pretty sure like it's probably going to be financed by the Greys.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Those fucking motherfuckers,
They took
dude.
Trump in, and Trump's like, hey, man, I knew you guys existed this whole time. And listen, let's do this.
What about Roswell? Agent Corey, do you think... No, don't explain right now. I just want a yes or no answer. Did Roswell happen? Yes or no?
To what extent?
Shut the fuck up, Corey. Agent Corey.
Is Roswell a place where they keep secrets? Yes.
No. Did a UFO crash there? Yes or no? Yes or no?
No.
Agent K.
I don't know.
I know you don't. You weren't there. Yes or no?
No.
Agent Special Ed.
We already know what he's gonna say.
Yes, and the aliens gave us the internet. It just...
You're
government
welcome.
kept it for 40 years.
I agree. I agree with Agent fucking Special Agent Ed. How do you explain this boost in technology?
When was it? 53?
They've always had it. They
50s.
always withhold information. They're 5 years ahead of us now, 10 years ahead of us now. We're just not going to get it because they can't market it.
Yeah.
You're still on the whole concept.
Roswell aliens gave us microwaves and electromagnetic.
I'm pretty sure the microwave came out.
Well, who else?
Or Roswell.
Yeah, well,
Just saying, radiation was a big thing back
Yeah,
then.
they gave it to us, and then in Roswell they crashed. That was when they were bringing flying cars, apparently.
oh, you're fucking joking. You got fucking jokes, Agent Special Ed.
No,
They built
we don't have flying cars because they crash.
No, we have flying cars. It's just not
All the
what
trips
you
before were
perceive.
successful, and they brought us Pong, and I mean, come on, man.
Dude, it's the
Fucking Galaga,
Greys,
bro.
Agent Ed.
They
Agent
probably-
Corey, it's the Greys. They're against us.
They showed up with D&D 7.7, but the government's like,
Bastards.
no, we're gonna do 1.1. We're gonna slowly leak this out.
5th edition. You gotta do 5th edition.
Fucking add-ons.
No,
yeah.
they held on to 5th edition wasn't until a couple years ago, so they just held on to that shit.
Fucking maniacs.
They got
son.
10th edition locked up.
Get the fuck out of
That's the
here,
government for you, man.
dude. But the possibility, dude, you really don't think that shit happened?
We got the documents. We know it happened.
Something happened.
Erase that. We're gonna have to edit that down.
Something.
I mean, no.
No.
I mean, it's hard to say, right? Because
So you don't believe at all, Agent Corey, that there's aliens visiting this planet?
no.
He knows that shitty ass WB series happened.
Which one was that?
Roswell.
Oh my god, that was a horrible series. Did you guys watch that?
No, nobody did.
That was a stupid question, wasn't it? Holy shit, guys. Oh my god.
I mean, I just think if it would have happened, I guess back in the time frame that it did happen, it would be a lot easier to keep a secret. But as for now, if they were still here monitoring the way the internet works,
No,
you can't keep nothing a secret.
It wasn't. No, they met with the government and signed a deal. Like, hey, you trade us
We're
technology.
just gonna take farmers
We'll
and
protect
cows
you
for a
yeah.
while.
Yeah, because obviously, if the world knows that you exist, we're gonna lose control because they're.
But I
gonna
think
need
if they were that intellectual and that high of a capacity for intellect, they wouldn't
they would
sit
know that.
aside and watch us kill ourselves and
Or they don't care.
Or they see they have that much intellect that they lack the empathy and just know that they're there for one reason and
right, but that
whatever resolves that. And also, if they were to reveal themselves, then they would have hysteria and probably 50% of the South would want to shoot them. Goddamn immigrants!
right, but they would have the technology to wipe that out, and
Yeah, they take over.
Exactly.
they would recolonize, or if they had a bigger purpose for us, they would just do
But
it.
then
They
that's a
wouldn't
bunch
ask for
of work.
permission.
No,
Right.
Why ask for permission? Why come and negotiate when you're fucking smarter and more powerful? This is mine now, and I'm taking it.
Yeah.
You're gonna listen to me, or you're gonna die.
because it
Yeah,
costs
exactly.
a lot more resources to
Yeah.
invade Germany. It's
gonna cost them resources?
You know what I mean?
That
Or
you
could
would gain from it. Yeah.
Yeah, you could show up to the planet and be like, look, here's a video of us destroying Mars, you know, we did this, but we traveled back in time to show you.
It's about to happen.
Yeah, so here's the deal. We need gold to coat our atmospheres from our sun.
Damn.
Whatever bullshit reason that they're here. And instead of wiping you out, which would take us, you know, quite a bit of time, I guess. Maybe not. Or not. Who knows? Either way.
Really.
But we're just going to pass through, and here's your chance. If not.
It's probably how it goes.
I mean, I don't.
That's probably how it goes out there. The galaxy's so big.
So you give them so much credit, but then you take it all away at the same time. Like, if they're that smart, like,
They don't care though.
Why don't they
Right.
just take the resources?
right?
But then it's also like conceited of us to think that they would contact the United States. Like
Right.
what
Yeah.
happens
Just
if
America
Russia
only.
made contact? Like the whole
They're like, yo, we'll give you a laser gun that'll blow up America right now. You just give us this. What
Right.
kind of person would refuse that offer?
So now it just sounds like we're on intergalactic TV, and they're just broadcasting us. They're like, hey, we went here, we hooked up this
We could
one
be.
country, and now we're going to see what they do to all these other countries. You stay tuned next week, because
It's crazy. I mean, people think...
war's about to happen. We just showed them how to make the atom bomb. Let's see.
oh yeah, we're on like intergalactic YouTube, and they got little wormhole cameras,
Right.
and it's just like, oh, you want to see nukes go off in civil like populous areas?
Wouldn't that be some shit? Maybe that's why we haven't seen shit, is because they actually are watching us. Like, yo, you want to see stupid people become stupid?
Yeah, watch it.
or you could go back to the same thing you said about being no empathy. Maybe they just are trying to study it and understand it, why we have so much compassion and care
Do
about
we?
such stupid little shit. I mean, most of society
Do we?
does. Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
attach themselves to
Well, yeah,
material
it's-
things, and
They're studying
social
us
things.
like we study meerkats, and like, oh, look how so much kind of close to us. They're getting there. They're getting there.
What if they know, though, it's
Or
gonna...
bonobos. Oh, look, they're so cute. They're just almost like us.
Oh, man. What if they already know and they're watching it for fun? No.
or maybe we're their fault and they just feel bad, so they leave us alone. Like, we fucked this planet up. We better just let them go for now, you know? Let
That's
them make a
true.
run at
Yeah,
it.
no shit.
Maybe there's galactic laws, like you're allowed to build species, and then they just fuck emotionally up us.
We're
like-
one of 20 planets, and now we're like the last one, and we're endangered intergalactically. So they're just like, we gotta leave this planet.
It's the
alone.
last one.
We gotta let them get to at least 10 billion people.
We can't get
before
this stupid again, dude. There's no
We'll come
way.
pick a couple up, and we'll take them to a different planet, and we'll repopulate there before we clean this planet up.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Isn't-
we're basically like that Volkswagen Bug in the backyard that you swear you're gonna turn into a dune buggy, and then
gonna.
like 3 years
I'm
in,
working on it, bro.
you're fucking posting that shit on Facebook. Like anybody want?
Yo, what
Give
do
me
you,
whatever you got in your
Yeah,
wallet, bro.
yeah.
What do you think?
You can have it.
I'll take a 4-wheeler that just.
So we're like a WoW account.
19
They just leveled us up, and they're like, "Here, somebody buy me, please."
Yeah.
What do you think
Raid ready.
the weapon would be of that alien invader possible of getting here from a galaxy far away?
Like what weapon?
What kind of weapon would they use?
Oh, it'd be sonar.
Sonar. Yeah, it'd be something we can't fathom. Obviously,
Get
be a
your best guess.
it'd be a Higgs boson fucking God particle splitter.
And what would that do?
It would just put us back in the vacuum.
Turn us back to powder.
Yeah, it wouldn't. There would be no big. It wouldn't even be
soil for
physical.
plants.
There would be no like.
Infinity Gauntlet? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
I think sonar, because I've seen a lot about that, and they use that. Like, you can empty an entire building.
That's sound.
Exactly.
Yeah, but sound doesn't travel nearly as fast as light. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, even at that point, you could use it like a photon gun.
A light gun would be better.
But I'm
Oh,
saying it
do
wouldn't
we
even
have
be
that technology?
They probably-
No, aliens though. What
Right.
would they be using to fucking
Well, if you bring it back
eradicate
to
you?
expenses, I mean, you're gonna take the cheapest route for all that. You just you drop a bird.
Cost
on this,
isn't an
You drop
option.
a bird on this planet that we've never seen that holds a virus that will kill everyone. As soon as you
That's
kill
true.
and dissect this bird that we've never seen, as soon as you open it up, it spreads, and there is no cure.
Oh, biological weaponry.
Absolutely.
Or a disease that stays dormant, and by the time we find it, it's already spread
Right,
to
at
the
a-
whole world.
Particular time, right? We discover something that we should have discovered a long time ago.
I think it's some goofy ass shit where they can just like show up and like blanket the planet with these little like receptors of some sort that they have that they created, and then just revert every single atom within it back to what it was before the Big Bang, and that's it. It's
I
just
have a theory on that too.
That's a crazy fucking outlook on it, though.
and then all that energy is just
Gersh,
sitting there in a
right?
little
That was the scientist's
little
name,
Pokeball.
the Gersh grenade. It was a gravity or an antimatter grenade that would pull everything in and basically
No
make
shit.
it nothing. Yeah.
into a little Pokeball, and then they got like fuel for
Oh,
like,
for all that, you just radiation, just sterile everyone, and then we're all just
but see, that's
waiting to
all
die.
like super physical, and you'd have to do the whole Earth where that, like, my theory would be they'd have something that was just so easy for them, and then also they'd want to harvest everything.
Well, if they're
Especially if they're in a ship that's
Yes.
floating through, not just
space, a vacuum.
not
Alright,
our
so what-
universe, our galaxy.
So
Yes.
what would be best for harvesting? I guess if you want to keep everybody fresh, wouldn't it be like an ice age?
No, something that reduces
Just to freeze everything
to
and then
its
come back and
minimal.
study?
Yes.
No, everything reduces it all down to quarks.
Because you don't want to exterminate everything, just the problem.
So the question is, why haven't they done this?
That's
There's
a good
that. What is it? The Fermi paradox. It's just
Fermi
so,
paradox.
yeah, it's just so big.
It's so there's so
Or they're
much.
waiting for a particular point.
They
Did you
haven't
know-
found us, or we haven't understood the communication they've reached with. That's the Fermi, is like, even if they do find us, we won't be able to even understand the form of communication that they'd be using.
Right,
That's what I'm saying,
their
like the
language or
weapons.
dialect.
Yeah, like the concept of a weapon from some aliens, but like they might not even have weapons. They just probably just like be like, all right, peace, and just leave.
Right, they're so past that.
The Fermi paradox basically says that due to the amount of space out there, that there's a probable impossibility that we're alone, right?
No, it's that the Fermi is just that even if, like, there's so much and it's so vast, even if we did make communication at some point, we might not be able to
It
understand.
wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter because the distance is so great
And
between.
all the stuff that we've sent out, they might not be able to. And like the idea of analog signals and the idea of digital, you know.
How far? I wonder how far our signals have gone.
They've gotten out there pretty far. I forget what all the ones from the 70s. Like, some of that stuff's just reached Pluto.
Just now.
Yeah, that's the physical stuff. Now the radio waves and stuff like that.
Voyager just left our solar system. Voyager 1. I'm pretty sure that was the first man-made spacecraft to leave our solar system.
Yeah, and it works still.
It does, yeah, it does, dude. And it's
I
still
read
out there
about
transmitting.
how they patched like the telescope and stuff remotely. It took like 6 months to do a patch on it.
That's is that our tax dollars or is that our volunteer dollars?
It's both.
It's both.
NASA's tax paid, but everybody, like, it's also funded
Well, I think it's good.
fundraising.
Do you think the pursuit of space knowledge is a good thing to be doing right now?
Yes.
Oh yeah, fucking great.
I mean,
man.
compared to what? Not focusing on the planet?
Yeah.
No, not so much. I mean, that's the idea of rich people moving to Mars and leaving us poor people to deal with whatever we fucked up already. That's that whole concept of socialism. Like, all right, rich people are going to figure out how to get the fuck off the planet, and then that's it. Oh, everybody's going, everyone's going. Wait a minute. There's 3 ships left, and we haven't heard from them in 2.5 years.
But don't you think
They're
it needs...
repopulating and doing great, by the way.
Do you think the research needs to be done? We need to explore space, don't you?
I mean, we should...
don't we?
To grow as intellectuals and as a species, I mean, that's the only place we can
Well,
go.
NASA has produced plenty of technologies, right, that they allowed us to have, you know.
Okay.
Like some badass shit like Tang. I mean, come on.
Right.
You know, pencils and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking space pen. you know?
Graphite.
Oh, yeah.
Graphite gang. Gang.
Yeah,
Do
so,
one.
I mean, imagine all the military shit that they developed that they eventually transferred over to MiG technology and shit.
It's crazy.
My teacher in high school used to work in the Air Force, and he worked on the radar systems for triangulation. And he said a lot of that stuff was NASA engineers with him too.
No shit.
Yeah.
But that's good though, right? I mean, the furthering of our knowledge for space travel, I think it's a good thing, guys.
Well, yeah, with all these fucking Greys running around, man.
Don't say their name. I think they can hear us, Ed.
No, we got the shields up.
Oh, they're up?
I have someone as your handler.
Oh my god, dude.
Actually, did you know tinfoil helps, broadcast, so you really don't want to put one on. But then
I heard that
they
too.
can really get in there.
They really get
It's
deeper.
It's like, oh, there it is. It's like a big old fucking lightning rod.
Yeah. It's like when you Google Map something and that fucking pin drops. Yep, that's him. Let's go ahead and see what he's up to.
Damn.
He put it on.
Damn. Fucking aliens, dude. Fucking aliens. I don't know what to think. The second part of the definition of the Greys.
No, did you look at that down there about the mother theory?
No, can you go into that?
Yeah, dude,
Asian?
it's pretty fucking ridiculous. I can tell you that much.
There is a theory called the mother theory.
The mother hypothesis.
Like Gaia?
This Frederick Maelstrom from Skeptic Magazine has a hypothesis that Greys are actually residual memories of early childhood development. Maelstrom reconstructs the face of a Grey through transformation of a mother's face based on her best understood of early childhood sensation and perception. So essentially it's saying people see Greys, and essentially it's from traumatic experiences. And it's actually like you reimagining the first time you seen your mother
Okay. All
as
right.
a baby.
What else does it say?
Like being reborn or accepting the situation by diluting it.
And it says the intense instinctive response many people experience when presented an image of a Grey, and the ease of regressive hypnosis and recovered memory therapy and recovering memories of alien abduction experiences along with their common themes. Like, it's just, I don't get it.
Dude, can I ask you who taught you to read?
Nobody.
Nobody?
Myself.
You taught yourself?
If it wasn't obvious.
Phonics, bro.
Dude, you're hooked on fucking something, not phonics, though, because phonics knows how to say fucking...
You're the one that told me to read the rest
Yeah,
of
I
it. There
know.
wasn't any info there. I read the
know.
part that mattered.
I know.
Yeah,
I just
Crypto's
gotta
like,
bullshit.
read.
Yo, so what...
Because I can't.
So, that's an interesting thing. Do you think people's lives could be so damaged that they make up?
It's a regressive memory.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like,
I do it every day.
for sure. Like, half of those people were just like, oh, I can get in the paper. For sure, I saw an alien, man. It was right behind the trailer.
Yep. If you ever wrecked a car, Kyle?
Yeah.
Right, and
I'm good at it.
Right. And it's not as bad as it seems when it happens, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You're already diluting and trying to make it something that it's not. You're already...
I guarantee you right now there's somebody in Kentucky calling the police right now. I swear to God, the aliens came down and busted the T-tops right out. Yeah. They were there, and they were brand new, and they were not broken.
They done stole my crops.
God damn it, George and I were out in the field. We were planting corn.
We was coon hunting for dinner.
The coon hunting for dinner and planting corn seeds to get the crop for December harvest. Even though we can't grow in December, but we plant those seeds, and then their aliens came down in there, and they put something in my butt.
And they slid right in. Didn't even spit on it.
Nope. Didn't spit on it. Didn't. Yo, can we improv?
Do Greys have saliva?
I don't know. Maybe they do. Yo, let's improv right now. Okay. I am the alien. Okay, I am the alien. You guys listening? I'm abducting you three. Okay?
Great.
Okay? You following me? All right.
I hope I have enough money.
All right. You are in Arkansas. All right?
What the fuck am I doing?
Shut up. Shut up. You're in Arkansas in 1941.
On purpose?
Yeah, right?
I don't know why you're there.
So did I dodge the draft or what?
Yes. Yes.
The best malt in town.
Yes. You dodged the draft.
God damn.
Okay. I'm the alien. I'm abducting you three. You're in a truck
Together? We're all in the same truck.
No, you're in separate trucks.
I don't think I'd drive a truck.
You're walking down the road.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
I fucking shine my flashlight, alien light on you.
Alien flashlight.
My alien flashlight on you. And I said, boop, 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 boop. You're abducted.
Gotcha.
I look
I'm
at
pretty
you.
sure, like, I already shot you down because I could see it
No, I
coming.
got you. I
could see it coming from all the burning crosses.
There's way too many.
No, I'm not doing that anymore, dude. It's not.
You said 1941 in Arkansas.
Oh, okay. All right, 47.
So we're all at a rally.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
If we're not fighting in the war, we're definitely at the rally.
Right.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Hello, men and ladies of Earth.
So wait, we can understand you?
What the fuck? I'm
Yeah,
abducting you.
You speak English now?
I'm bilingual and shit. I'm a bilingual alien. Okay, click in, fucking.
Why's your head so big?
All right, check it. All right.
Where's your penis?
Stop looking at my naked body. I'm an alien. All right. Boop, boop, boop. Hello, gentlemen and ladies of Earth. I have abducted you.
How many wishes do we get?
I am not a genie.
God damn it.
There gotta be food because I haven't ate since like 3:30.
Enjoy this steel room. This is where I'm keeping all of you in. Could you introduce yourself to each other? So this experience is less traumatic for all of you.
I'm Haywood Jablomi. Hi.
Nice to meet you, Haywood.
What are we doing here? Where are you from?
Hi, Haywood. I'm Kyle. And you're the first person I've seen in days. Being in Arkansas of it all, you know, I missed the rally, so.
What country are you from?
Yeah. You don't look like an American to me, boy.
I heard Raymond
Hi.
Brothers were in town.
I am obviously too high and need to go to bed and wake up in reality.
What's your name?
Agent K.
They don't kidnap agents, Kay. They
Time
know.
it'd be like
And that would be
Theodora.
Yeah.
they don't care about
Yeah.
our personal beliefs or how we feel. They
Why would
they
you?
would just sedate us and prod
Yeah, I
us.
was gonna say, yeah, there'd be no introduction.
or memory of the whole situation. Even if you
Yeah.
did say, I mean, we got drugs now. I could keep you knocked out for 3 days. I'm pretty sure they got shit that's way better.
Probably, dude.
They could do whatever they wanted, drop us off without either kidney, and watch us die in 3 days.
And not give a shit.
Right?
Not
No
give
empathy. You're talking.
Not give a
If
shit
they're
about
that
it.
high of an intellect.
They've had those people they found implants in and shit too.
Oh yeah, you
That'd be
ever
more
hear
like the
about
I
that?
don't remember it.
That's
Do you
more
think
like-
that's true though? Like they have that space metal they found in people's skin and shit. It looks
Is it
like-
true? Is it an actual metal alloy that we
we
don't
have
know
facts
what it
here.
is?
Yeah, it is.
This is based on facts.
Yeah, they
There's
found
proof.
it. I don't know what it is. It's like a piece of metal. They don't know what the fuck it is.
Is it adamantium?
No, I
It'd be
wish
it'd be
Wolverine's stepson.
No, it'd be vibranium, first of all.
Vibranium.
Yeah.
Like Captain America's shield.
Unobtainium.
No,
Unobtainium?
it'd be vibranium because that's where adamantium comes from. Is vibranium.
Oh yeah,
He tries to-
adamantium is an alloy, right?
Right.
It's-
He tries to make it to
what is it?
be the same as
Vibranium and something
vibranium.
else?
Vibranium's from Wakanda. In the theory,
Gotcha.
in the universe,
Fallen.
vibranium is what they have, strongest metal ever. God tries to
Yeah?
remake it like a synthetic version of vibranium, and the closest he got was adamantium. So technically, adamantium isn't the strongest metal; it would be vibranium.
Jesus Christ. At this time, we would like you guys to check out our websites, which are...
Facebook, you can find us at AOC Operatives. Twitter is AOC_operatives. And our What is our email?
Our email is fucking agentsofcalamity@gmail.com. Yo, email us and comment about any shit that you hear on here that you fucking disagree with, got beef with, want to put your dick on, make a dick sandwich, suck on that, go back to Agent Corey's house, lay down with dicks on your face, and have sex with gay dicks. Do that.
Who let you unfiltered?
That's what happens when you're around me. That's what happens. I can't guarantee nothing.
So is this the part where I take my shirt off?
Yes.
Dude, I've been waiting.
Okay, what gave you all this? Have you been a comic fan your whole life, Agent Corey?
I mean, most of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Oh, that's not. It's not.
Oh, we're doing it.
It's Wolverine, man.
That's your favorite superhero?
Absolutely.
He's not even a superhero.
Yeah, he's not even a superhero.
He's a fucking superhero.
Who's he save?
Himself.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean he's not super.
Who do you think is the strongest superhero?
Hulk.
Physical strength?
I mean, just like if you had to put them all together
Hulk.
in an arena.
Who can read the best? Hulk.
Oh shit.
Okay, you got the Hulk. Agent got the Hulk. What about Agent Corey? Who do you have as
I know it's Doctor Strange.
Well, it would have to be Doctor Strange because he could manipulate time and space.
Well, didn't Thanos steal his shit? Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but that's because Doctor Strange was going through some things at the moment.
Right, but all Doctor Strange has to do is like put his hand in a portal and take the glove.
Why didn't he then?
Because he was, his mom died or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys seen Infinity
Personal
War?
conflict.
Because he knows what will happen, like, if he got the gauntlet. He can't... the whole idea is just not to have... What's his fucking face? Thanos. Yeah, he can't. If he wields
but you have to be strong enough to wield it, too, with all the infinity.
Yeah, I thought you had to have a certain amount of, like, power or something.
I mean, yeah, because...
Can Death wield it?
I mean, what are we going off of here? Are we going off
there's
theory?
so
Are we
many
going off the Marvel
No, we're
universe
talking to
as
you.
a cinema?
We're talking to you.
So we're going off the cinematic Marvel universe.
Yes.
All right, so in theory, no one is strong enough to wield the glove but Thanos. So the only idea is to split the stones up.
And Starman?
Or whatever the fuck his name is.
Star-Lord.
Yeah.
I thought he died.
He can only hold one stone, and barely, because he's part human. The only reason he could hold the stone is because his father was a god.
And basically, the gauntlet controls the entire...
Death can hold it too, right? Can't she?
Well, that's why he did it.
Well,
That's why he did it. In the comics, at least, to impress Death, the Mr. Death.
Which would be Thor's sister, and that's why they provoked Ragnarok in Ragnarok.
Oh, you see that? Is that bitch Death?
She's or on their planet.
Whatever.
No, I think Death is like a whole different.
That's what I thought. A whole different shit.
I'm sure she's in the Thor storyline, but it's
she is like, the goddess of the underworld or whatever. She controls the dead.
In the comics,
because he banned her.
Yeah, in the comics, Thanos did it to impress Death, who was a chick.
I'm pretty sure.
And he wanted to wipe out.
Okay, so he just wanted to get laid. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
He's just trying to hook up with this chick, so he kills
I want to change my answer. I'm pretty sure it's fucking Robin. For sure.
Hawkeye.
No, Robin.
Which Robin?
Like Batman's Robin?
Yeah.
Batman's Robin?
Yeah. Robin, Boy Wonder, man.
Oh, man. The Dark Knight.
Why
What does he turn into?
I don't even know.
Nightwing. He comes in Nightwing.
Does he?
Joseph Gordon.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that.
Well, now you do.
Yeah, Robin takes over as Batman. And becomes
for a short period of time.
Right.
And that's an alternate storyline. And then he becomes Nightwing.
Either way, he can do flips.
He's not the most powerful fucking dude.
Have you
does
not
it.
watched Batman Forever?
Just
dude?
real quick to help Ed out. I mean, the dude don't wear pants
Yeah.
and still get shit done. How much shit do you get done without pants on?
I don't wear pants every day, Corey.
You don't do shit.
I know.
Robin's doing shit, no pants. No pants at all.
No pants.
Green undies.
Flipping.
Flipping.
Like, he invented parkour. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Pretty sure he invented
Yeah,
parkour.
I think if you wiki that, yep, then he's
I
the one.
wouldn't argue with that assessment of that situation. That is very
Just watch
strong.
Batman Forever.
Which one? Is that Val Kilmer Batman? Or
Yeah, for sure. It's weird.
who's the best Batman?
That's when he steals them from the circus.
I mean, that's perception too, though. I mean, I like Nolan's Batman a lot.
Okay, real quick.
I'm not taking
Best
anything away
Batman.
from Burton's
Best Batman. Go.
I'm pretty sure Joel Schumacher has, like, isn't there Busta Rhymes in Batman for Tommy Lee Jones, fucking Jim Carrey,
That's the
fucking
worst
Val
one.
Kilmer. You mean the best
That's the
one?
Clooney one.
Chris
That's the
O'Donnell.
Clooney one.
No, that's the Val Kilmer.
That's Val Kilmer.
That's the
with
Clooney
Tommy
one.
Lee Jones.
And Jim Carrey, that's Clooney, man.
No,
that's
Clooney
the
was
flop.
with Alicia Silverstone and
Uma
Poison
Thurman.
Ivy and Arnold
Bam.
Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones was Jim Carrey, Val Kilmer.
You mean the Riddler and Two-Face?
Yeah,
Ah.
check it out. And that's Schumacher. And then there's like that fight scene with all the glow sticks in the alley, and they're like playing Busta Rhymes. Pretty sure. Yeah,
Okay.
in a Batman movie.
That's not Burton. No, that's not the Val Kilmer. That's Clooney.
No.
Yeah.
Burton didn't do
Look
Val
it
Kilmer.
up.
He did
got
Keaton. He
Keaton,
did Diane.
yeah.
All right.
Schumacher did Val Kilmer.
But Kilmer only ran, what, twice? He did two?
I think he just did that one.
Just the one.
Yeah.
All right.
And Schumacher only did
It's been so
the
long.
two.
Okay, so what is your favorite? Who was the best Batman then?
Well, in my opinion, I liked Nolan's Batman. I don't want to say that Christian Bale was the best
Wait,
Batman.
what movie or
yeah, what version?
actor?
What version actor is your favorite?
Adam West?
Oh wait, you're talking about the series?
Like hands
Well, he was
down.
the original Batman.
Yeah, hands down. That guy right there. You see that
R.I.P.
dude? Like pure camp, the best.
But they made that as a parody to, like, they actually, when it originally came out, they tried to make it bad. The TV tried to make it bad so it would fail.
You think so?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
that
'cause
was
they
the
didn't
whole
wanna
concept.
pay
They
the
didn't. They didn't.
rights.
They didn't appreciate comic books. Like they were like rebellious, like rock and roll music at the time, and they didn't want no part of it. So the idea was to make it so bad that it would crash and burn.
But
People still fucking loved it anyway.
let's not pretend that they were making good shit then either.
Right. But I'm just saying, like they didn't put
What
the
was it?
quality in that they wanted. Like they could have made it a lot better.
1943 was the first Batman
Right
film.
after microwaves.
Yeah.
Roswell.
Yeah, dude.
So you're telling me Batman came right after Roswell?
Oh yeah, dude.
great-
fucking
the-
Grace gave us Batman. man.
See, these bastards are infiltrating our culture. They're fucking us up, man. It's ridiculous. Agent K, who is your favorite Batman? When you think of Batman, who do you think of?
I don't know. I haven't watched many of the Batmans.
But when I say Batman, who do you think of?
Danny DeVito.
Penguin.
You don't have a favorite Batman at all.
No, I don't.
Out
watch
of all of the
Batman.
Batmans.
She says, "Fuck Batman. I got shit to do."
Yeah, I don't watch.
I think Christopher Nolan.
I like Nolan's Batman because he makes Batman seem like Batman could be a real person. Like
Yes,
what
he
does.
sounds
He
relatable.
makes it, but he's relevant. Like everything that he does could potentially happen from a billionaire that has money and has resources.
Yeah.
Like
It makes it believable.
And you see throughout the movies that everything that he does is because he has this fucking corporation behind him and them building him shit. And all the other Batmans, he's just Batman. They just start him out already badass. Like you never see him become Batman, like you do in Nolan.
So Batman Begins.
Right? He's relevant.
I like it, but
Not feeling it, Ed? Just not your.
I mean,
not your
it's
flavor.
relatable. It's believable. Like when you go back to the Freeze or to Poison Ivy, like all the other villains that he touches on aren't realistic. The Penguin. Nobody's the fucking Penguin.
Dude,
like,
the
you're
Penguin
just some
was
guy.
like the greatest thing given to fucking cinema.
And I'm not saying that he isn't
Like,
great.
to cinema.
It isn't
Yeah.
great, right? In the aspect of cinema. Like, we all know it's fake. But when we watch Nolan's, it's like, all right, well, this could happen. Everything here is...
the realisticness.
Yeah,
of it.
exactly.
Oh, yeah, dude, totally. Anytime I see an orphan rich kid, I think, yeah, he could definitely go to a fucking
That's
Mount
fucking
Fuji and get
Not that-
trained by
Al
fucking ninja
Liam
masters.
Neeson.
He was
For sure.
already rich. He
For
wasn't.
sure.
He was orphan, but he was already rich.
That's what I said, a rich orphan kid. I immediately think, yep, trained assassin.
I'm sure his.
He's
well,
gonna
yeah,
be his
yeah, I get you. But it could happen.
For
Though.
sure.
It could happen, though.
But if it could happen, that's the only way.
If it could happen, there's like, what, you think there... All right, so who is Elon Musk?
I hate rich kids.
Who is Elon Musk?
A fucking rich kid.
He's Robin.
So is he... Yeah.
He's not good enough to be Batman, so he's like, you know what,
He's
Batman?
trying.
I'll fucking hang around you.
He does
I'll be your predecessor, Batman.
fucking hardcore fucking parkour. And what's that other shit? CrossFit, yeah.
CrossFit.
That's Robin's expertise, CrossFit and parkour.
Fuck that shit, dude.
CrossFit.
That's ridiculous, man. Who's the greatest villain, then?
Obviously, we already went over that. It's fucking Danny DeVito.
Over Batman?
Over Batman?
It has to be Bane.
Bane.
Really?
Bane's the only one that beats Batman.
Oh, yeah.
The Sandman, whatever the fuck his name is.
Nah.
Calmed out, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You're in a different universe.
You're in a
What was
different...
his name?
Superman.
No,
Superman.
Scarecrow.
Superman
Gotcha.
is the
Gotcha.
better
Scarecrow,
villain.
because you put it. It's the same character. They put people to sleep.
Yeah, right. But
he
he
made-
had... They had science to prove it or whatever. He was...
No, easily
Using-
Edward Enigma, probably.
The Riddler.
Yeah.
You just like him because he has the same name as you do.
No, because that was just so. That movie is so
'Cause you and
fucking
him-
awesome.
You and him in life have a bunch of parallels, like a bunch of question marks. Like,
No, he worked
why am
for him.
I,
Why
why
do
am
I
I
like
touching
dicks?
this little boy? I
He
don't know.
took over the whole thing. Oh,
Why do I carry this staff around?
he does have a staff.
I know. he's
Why do
great.
I have all these dice in my pocket?
I have glasses on that have no lenses, but
Why am I playing this game, dude?
Did you guys watch that series on Netflix where it shows, like, the Penguin, the Riddler, Batman, all when they were younger?
I think I
What is
know
it
what you're
called?
talking. I seen an episode or something. Isn't that
can't
Teen
remember.
Titans or something?
Gotham.
Or it's a spin-off of that.
I think it's
like
called. Yeah, it's about.
Gotham.
The
right?
main character is the police officer.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's a live
Commissioner
action.
Gordon.
What is it?
Yeah.
Gotham. It has to be
Gotham.
Gotham before Batman becomes.
Batman.
Yeah, all the villains developed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Oh yeah, the kid from Shameless is in it. He plays the Riddler, the redhead kid.
No shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Or
ever
the Joker. The Joker. Not the
Yeah, he
Riddler.
plays the Joker.
Joker.
My
Did you
bad.
guys see Shameless?
Yeah, I love Shameless.
So
I hated
why?
it at first because I hate that Frank son of a bitch. I fucking hate that guy.
Who's that? The dad?
Yeah, but I
Fargo? He was so great in Fargo.
oh yeah, like I'm not saying William H. Macy isn't great, but
He's a good actor. He's a very good actor.
that's because of that I fucking hate him in that show.
Right.
so good.
Frank.
Well,
Fuck
I
Frank.
mean, that's how you determine a really good actor or a really bad actor.
Yeah, if you can hate him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in Mystery Men, so
Oh, yeah.
hands down greatest.
Who was he in
actor
Mystery
ever.
Man?
To do with the,
The
shovel.
spoon.
Oh, the shovel guy.
He had a giant spoon.
Giant spoon.
But it wasn't a shovel. It was a spoon.
Oh,
And he
shit.
had a fork too.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And then the
dude.
dude that threw him, and the chick with the bowling ball. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Janine Gross.
Janine Garofalo
Yeah,
did that shit, man.
she hasn't acted since then.
Yeah, what the fuck is
I have no idea why.
what the fuck has she been doing lately?
She's a radio host on like liberal media.
She's got a podcast that's way better than ours.
Good for her though, dude. Good for her. I thought she died.
Somebody,
She might have.
I think she was just doing something with the South by Southwest or whatever, that big show down in Texas.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So is she still relevant in the mainstream media culture today?
in left wing media.
left wing? Why is she like an activist?
She does like a morning left, like serious radio show or something like that.
No shit.
Yeah,
That's
I'm sure
kinda-
it's all just talking about Trump for the last 2 years. So
Probably, dude.
I'm sure it's enthralling.
What do you consider yourself, Ed?
A fucking American.
American. But are you left, right, winger? What do you... How do you... I don't like to do the politics thing, but...
Yeah, I'm a hypocrite. That's what I am.
Me too.
Oh,
That's about it.
Yeah.
No.
What, you're not a hypocrite,
Oh,
Corey?
yeah.
You're not?
I'm kind of stuck in a paradox here, because if I say I am, and if I say I'm not, either way, I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah, you're kind of fucked either way, dude. Fucking, lighting cigarettes, people. Sorry, you those listening.
Yeah, I don't abide by any. Like, I'm a hypocrite because I have strong political opinions, but I haven't voted. Since I moved back to Pennsylvania, I haven't registered to vote here yet.
Do you think
I used to
people?
vote, but.
Do you think people that haven't voted should just shut the fuck up?
Oh, yeah, I imagine most people.
Oh,
that
no.
run
See, we're going down the wrong side of the track here, guys. We don't want this.
Well, elaborate. Why do you say this?
Because politics don't matter. It's not relevant.
It does locally. Definitely does.
It does perceptually.
Like,
I
right now,
don't think it matters as a whole, as for people for a whole, because rich people own everything and they're going to continue to own everything. And no matter what you say or do, it's still going to happen the way it's going to happen.
Yeah, but still locally, like, you can affect
So
shit.
I can sleep better?
No, it's just so you can fucking smoke in a bar, for fuck's sakes.
Whatever happened to
But
that?
that's gonna happen either way. And for that point there, where's our democracy? There is
Because
none.
nobody fucking voted. Like, there was a
that
vote.
shouldn't-
It got voted into
That's not
place
how
by a bunch of
democracy
80-year-old
works.
people that are never
Right.
going to that fucking
So
bar.
you're gonna post something in a basement for 2 weeks for everyone to vote on. Hey, should we make marijuana legal? We're not going to publicize it because they don't want to publicize it. They want to make public
It's not.
ideas that they want. Real issues.
It's not.
Like racism.
You don't need to publicize it, though. It's every 2 years on November. And then you have, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like, it's,
because you know that. How many people
you
regularly...
learned that in fucking 9th grade.
Who goes to 9th grade?
Who goes to
I
9th grade?
I
Who
wasn't
gets
there.
there, dude? I didn't
guess
get
And
you're
there.
right.
who in 9th grade gives a fuck?
They post
at
all the levies and stuff like that are going to be on your local stuff. And all your local stuff really does matter.
Hitchhiker's Guide? You seen that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys are having a nerd off right now. Look at you, dude.
What happened?
Are you guys
gotta
gonna rub your
go through a
nerds
bunch
together?
of shit just to get an okay. They need a bypass. They're gonna build the bypass whether you fucking tell them you don't want a bypass or not. Right through your fucking house.
No, they
it's not up to you.
successfully manipulated the bypass they're putting in over there now. Like 4 times now. That's why I remember they started talking about that 20 years ago.
I'm surprised it's going in. It's fucked up
It's
town
already
traffic.
been redirected like 4 times because there's some ash beetle down there.
It takes me like 20 minutes to get through town now because of that redirection and shit, dude. It never happened before. It was a 5-minute trip. But, I get Agent C, Corey's point is that they're gonna fucking do it if they want to fucking do it. You know what I mean? And I get your point though too that
Like unless
the people with the power
and the way society is today, like we don't rebel. We'll never
Well, yeah, the
revolt.
machine's
We'll never
always
be
going to be
revolution.
there. But locally, you can still get yours.
Right, but as a whole, for like people to come together and to be a democracy and to overthrow the government and demand our own rights.
Why do you gotta overthrow the government, though? You don't gotta overthrow the government.
How has anything ever changed in history, Kyle?
Either revolution or change.
Revolution, which is overthrowing.
You don't have to overthrow
Why do you have the right to
land.
bear arms, Kyle?
Because I killed everyone that said...
No, because...
Yeah, I couldn't. That's what we did as Americans.
No, it says what is it? The fear in the government.
The government should not fear the people. The people should not fear the government should fear the people. Is that what you're talking about?
No, something about the fucking fear of government should be replenished with the blood of the patriots or something like that.
Oh, replenished with blood, the blood of the true patriots. And I agree, revolution needs to happen.
Right, and in order for change, you need to rise above what is
your oppressor.
Present.
Yes, right. You need to kill your oppressor.
In society today, we're bound. There is no way that'll ever. The only way we're gonna do that is by a mean Twitter account.
Has there ever been
a mean tweet?
A revolution in a democracy? Even
in our democracy?
In a representative democracy like what we have right now. A true democracy.
So. Like Martin Luther King, maybe?
That's a civil rights.
Yeah, that still wasn't a revolution.
But that's still democracy, is it not?
It didn't overthrow the government.
But it altered our government and changed society.
The last revolution our nation has seen was 1776, next to the Civil War. That was the only uprising and revolution.
The Civil War, the government wasn't overthrown. One government seceded and then was overthrown.
But it is
technically.
It is, but it isn't. It's like a camouflage. Like, all right, they concede. They know they've lost, so they're gonna accept terms.
Well, no. Like the South seceded. Like they split off from the federal government and created their own, and then we overtook the government. So there still wasn't like an.
So that's capitalism.
No, there
communism.
There wasn't an exchange.
That's not democracy. We just took it. That's not democracy.
It wasn't a revolution. We didn't take over.
Power is power regardless, people. So the people that... Mike Tyson is not gonna fucking...
Like, pretty much every time there was a revolution, it was from, like, some fascist or totalitarian regime, and it reached a breaking point. Democracy...
Or you can talk about Cuba.
That's a whole different fucking pot. People wear like Che Guevara shirts or whatever, and it's like, you know what that guy did? Dude literally executed his opposition, regardless of age, gender, sex, or participation.
Well, he killed anybody that wasn't.
That wasn't with him. That wasn't with his shit.
Well, he killed gays too.
Yeah, there's pictures of Che Guevara fucking having women, children, wives, and kids, shooting them point blank with the pistol because they did not agree with his politics.
I know, I was there.
Yeah, you were there. I remember that. That's crazy. That's how power works. Power is you point.
And they shoot.
You point and shoot. You remove the problem instantly and worry about the repercussions.
I'm already lost on what the original question was.
Oh, yeah. What were we talking about, dude?
Something about... about
democracy.
Policy and voting and all that. And I said...
We don't have a democracy.
I don't lean left or right. Each issue is addressed individually.
Addressed individually. So you're not a Republican or a Democrat?
I don't toe any party line.
That's how I feel. Was that independent? What do you call that?
I don't know. Most people probably call it liberal.
They probably do. They probably do call it liberal.
Mm-hmm.
You're right behind me.
Even though you're not a liberal.
That's a tactic. If you're not conservative, you're immediately so you're a liberal. It's like, I didn't vote for Trump. Oh, you voted for Hillary? No.
Okay.
I didn't vote, you fuck.
That's the problem nowadays, though.
But it's not.
Everybody's fighting for a political team and missing the real shit that's going on.
I blame Jon Stewart.
It's socialism. Socialism is the biggest issue in society. And we keep making it worse.
I love socialism. I do.
I think helping
and that's why you're in the mold.
I love it. Like 1984, all that shit. I read all that. Like any Orwellian, like I love North Korea. If I could visit that before they open up.
You can go. I'll send you.
I'm not going.
I'll buy you a ticket.
No, I enjoy
I'll
my
tell Kim
freedoms.
Jong-un you're coming.
Like, if I could visit through the proxy, like, what do you call those things where you jump in somebody's body? What was that? From that show?
Oh, sleeve.
A sleeve,
It'd be
yeah.
called a sleeve.
If I could sleeve into a North Korean and live there, but not like not a regular North Korean. Let's be clear. I want to be in the DPRK party, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea Workers Party member with the special fucking badge. I got all 3 leaders' faces on my fucking badge. That way I can go into all the supermarkets. Get that meat that's at least like 2 weeks old, not 2 months. That special tree bark that tastes real good. Just because it's so creepy. They have like their amusement parks there. You could shoot GIs. You get little BB guns,
Oh, yeah?
and they have American soldiers with the little helmets.
Right, because that's how they breed them. And you could breed anybody like that.
I know.
I've always talked about that. If I took my kids up into the mountains and made them believe that we were the last people on Earth,
Oh yeah, and they grew up that whole time.
and taught them the basics of math and reading and science, and was like, we're it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm about to die. You need to go
And then
explore the
imagine-
population. You need to go try and find another person. And then they walk 17 miles and see
Now see,
2,000 people.
all right, here's a question. Here's a moral question. Would it be morally wrong to study that? Like, say you were to do that to a family, right? But you gave them some technologies or whatever, and you were able to hook them up to an MRI when you first introduce a new human to them. So you could scan what that does, what it changes in every part of their brain. Is that immoral to use humans in an experiment like that? Because you are fucking up somebody's life.
Well, that's perception. Yeah. In one way, yes, it's very wrong because
So
you
is
didn't
that-
give this person a chance
So
to live a
because
normal
of,
life and be accepted in society. But at the same time, is their purpose greater? Is it not better than every other person on this planet because they have
A
such a
sacrifice?
purpose?
Yeah.
People that pray or believe religion, they feel there's a higher power and there's a higher,
Well, and
there's
that's
more
the thing.
there.
Most of our moral alignment is from religions. So is that
But it's wrong.
Is that bottlenecking our advancement as humans because we won't do certain things like stem cells we're all worried about here in the
Yes.
States, but down in Panama
I think
they're
that's marketing.
They're making miracles.
Right, that's just profit.
But
That's socialism.
are we bottlenecking ourselves because of our own morals, like cloning humans and such? They're already talking about
Trapping ourselves.
They're already isolating genes that give us certain things.
I mean, to me, I think it's all growth.
like Brave New World shit.
It's growth.
Some Huxley shit.
Like I couldn't say this at home. Couldn't say this in front of my girlfriend, but why not? I mean, if I was a fucking lab rat, and I didn't know, and my perception was completely different from what it is now, would I care enough to think about something like that?
So you think there's no moral problem with when you're in
Well, that goes back to empathy and grades.
to conceive, or say you're planning on a child, you can pick no male pattern baldness. X out that unibrow. Whatever you got hereditary, oh shit, like leukemia's in our family, get rid of that shit.
Give him a big dick.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, I'm on the page, man.
Yeah, and just like straight up, just do what you want. Do you think that now? Obviously, like that's going to be restricted at first by
I think
rich people.
I think you're preventing evolution then at that point because you're creating like specifics. Like the idea of evolution is to be bad until you get good.
But if we're doing it to ourselves, that's evolution creating its own evolution.
But like you said, that would, if it did happen, it would be the rich
you're right.
people.
But you could regress from
Yeah,
that a
like
lot.
any
too.
technology, it's going to be cost prohibitive first. So only Elon Musk is going to be able to pick out his kid for a little bit because obviously he's going to be the one making the technology.
Right.
Do you think the rich people would want the common people to have that power too?
It'd be out of their control. Once
No, not if you made the technology so expensive.
name a technology now that isn't duplicated and ripped off within 3 years.
I mean, you could name it, but it's not as of quality. Like, we could buy shitty mics, but
Yeah, but you can still you can get Sennheiser mics now. You can get top of the line and
Now. You said now.
Yeah, it obviously costs prohibitive.
Right.
But
So you restrict their pay and you jack the price, just like fucking pharmaceuticals. Like, what did the dude do for EpiPens? He started charging people fucking $2,000 an EpiPen. Mm-hmm.
Plus,
see,
probably.
And the only reason why he got away with that is because of patent. Because anybody could produce that drug, but they can't sell it in the States. So anywhere else in the world, you could buy that EpiPen for $10 fucking. Same chemical.
Right.
Not reduced quality.
Right.
Like you were saying, like the breakdown, not as good.
But that's what the rich do.
Yeah.
They restrict us from having what we actually need.
But it'll take a little bit. But then eventually we'll be able to,
because I need some coppers.
And that's an economic problem, because then because you're going to be picking intelligence and all that, so you're going to remove the lower class.
Right, because we're inferior. But
because the next generation is going to be like, fuck you, parents.
That's where evolution comes from. The inferior.
No, the inferior die off.
No, not always.
The successful are the one that dictate the future of all of us.
They adapt.
It's not even that. It's the ones that have the least resistance for survivability. It's the ones that change the least and still continue to survive. They don't grow things in order to change. It's things change in
order for us
result
to grow.
of the environment.
Right, like social media. It's bad to us. Everybody thinks it's bad, and the phone's taking over the world, and people say
it is.
But is it? Because if you think about what you said about the Greys earlier about empathy, what is social media doing? It's making people lose empathy. Because no one's going to have it, because I don't physically know you. I only see your picture and what you're doing on the weekends via Facebook and Instagram.
You're talking about the depersonalization of people and individuals.
I'm just talking about philosophically, as people to grow, bad shit needs to happen.
Yeah.
To us, this is some bad shit.
It is.
This generation isn't going to do as well as we did.
Do you think this...
The whole world...
Social media is trauma-inducing? Is that basically what you're saying?
I'm not just...
especially at a young...
You're trying to pinpoint it. It's not just social media. It's
the whole idea of lack of face-to-face communication.
Everything.
Because there's kids
You'll never pump gas because you don't need to stop at a gas station.
Our generation...
You don't need to order food because you did it on your way there, and a robot will fucking hand you a box, and you already paid for it before you got there. You won't see people.
Yeah,
You will not. Society... will not exist like you think society should exist.
Nah, dude.
Yeah.
I think that's
you tell me glory holes are going away.
No, but you'll find it and pay for it before you get there. And I'm not saying it's a woman, but you're going to get what you paid for.
I'm waiting for the app, dude. I'm waiting.
But that's it. But at that point, see, that's where no genitals come in, because then you evolve to asexually reproduce, because you don't have that empathy. You don't have that need and that hunger to be close to somebody anymore. It's gone. It died because you're near no one.
You just need to reproduce for simple...
Right. For...
just the sake of it, I guess.
Biological... Yeah, right. We need it.
Do you guys feel the need?
Because you have empathy. Because you need that. You feel better when you do that. You feel more like yourself when you cannot have to think about the opposite sex.
I don't know if it'll be that you'll never run into people, because there's still always going to be
Do you guys feel...
But that's the theory.
When you talk about music?
To get back to Grays, what about music?
You go to a concert,
what music?
You can watch people
live stream. Do you hear what music is now?
Yeah, huge festivals still happen all the time.
Nuh-uh. Warped Tour
current music, he's saying.
Warped Tour ended.
Right. Warped Tour was never good anyways, but there's still huge festivals all the time, and events, and
by the way, as far as music goes,
but now you're talking about the minority.
By the way, as far as
that don't use phones.
By the way, as far as music goes, we'll have Chocolate Ty as a musical guest here within the next 60 days.
Nice.
Yep. There we have him. We'll have Peterson coming up, the comic, and you can catch us on
Facebook at AOC Operatives and Twitter at AOC_Operatives.
All right. These guys are in a heated debate. Agent Corey just stabbed 3 agents and then jumped out a window. I think he's climbing back in the window.
We sent the drones out to disable him.
He always likes to be cloned. He's a weird one.
Yeah.
That's fucking great. So, Ed, what were you saying?
About that dude that jacked that plane. Did you see that? Or did you see Alex Jones?
I was listening back and forth of your and Corey's conversation.
You're talking about
So,
that.
Corey, what were you saying about that?
That's what you do. You drop it on me like that. It's
No. I don't remember.
we're gonna be grays. That's where grays come from.
The androgynous.
Yep.
There's no sexual identity.
We're developing that empathy
Look that
from
up.
not being physically close to each other. We're going to lose the sexual drive because we'll eventually learn to reproduce by ourselves or cloning, however you want to look at it.
Do grays have gender?
No, they're smooth skinned, man. It said it on Wiki.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
They would asexually reproduce.
I would assume
they could do it.
They say they're smooth skinned, so I assume they're female.
No. What's that, Agent K?
I think they do, in some encounters, stories, they do have genders.
Well, like big alien dongs?
I mean, big's a perception. It's probably just, you know, they need to get it up where it needs to go.
Is it big for them? Or
Yeah.
is it fucking big for them?
Okay.
I know what you're thinking about, and they're not going to pay you.
Oh, dude.
I promise.
Or
No,
maybe
I thought they did some kind of like
Well-
stem cell shit or whatever to have kids or whatever. Tanks.
First of all, you're assuming there's just 2 genders.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Stop assuming.
Yeah, because there are 2 genders. You have a penis or a
They-
vagina.
No, it's aliens. We don't know.
Yeah, they could be like more.
Yeah, there could be
like
like
multiplayer.
6. And there could be...
It could be like the one gender needs the other 2 genders to simultaneously.
Oh shit, you mean like someone with 2 penises and 1 vagina and they have to hook up with someone with
1 vagina.
1 penis and 2
yeah,
vaginas?
so their 2 penises
Like
hit their 2 vaginas, and their 2 penises hit her 2.
It's like
It's 2 vaginas.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So...
You think that?
But I
could
mean,
be,
what?
you could be attracted to somebody and you just end up sword fighting.
Be like 2 forks trying to stab each other
Isn't
to
a
death.
tripod like the most
What's that?
balanced object to put something on 3 legs?
I think it's something like that, but it's easier to traverse with 4.
Right, but 3 is still better.
Yeah.
And we only got
Simpler
2. So
and
I'm just
easier.
saying, we add 1 more to the mix, you know.
I get what he's
Dude,
saying.
could you
We
imagine
could-
that?
We could evolve from evolving.
Think of that. Like you had 1 vagina and 2
No,
penises.
no.
So you had to find a person with 2 vaginas and 1 penis
There's
in
an
order
elder.
to fit.
There's an elder, right? And
Like your uncle?
it has to seed. Yeah, just like and it has to seed the younglings,
Like fertilize
right?
them.
Yeah, and they fertilize the egg, and then the egg has to get transferred to another gender that actually births it. So one fertilized, one and then the elder at the top, is like
That is
Alpha.
fucking weird, dude.
alpha. So then
That's like
when,
queen bee shit, right?
yeah,
Like honeybees?
That is fucking
kind of,
weird.
except for the queen gives birth, whereas it transfers down.
So like
the
a
seed.
queen and a seahorse. Because the male carries the baby, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And that's the weaker species, in theory.
But then there's a third that actually produces.
Oh, so then you hand that off.
Yeah. So
right.
like
We all do one step. Like,
Yeah,
I'll hold them, but you got to push them fuckers out. All right.
Exactly,
All right.
exactly.
I'm with that.
and then there's just the alpha at the top. That's
But
just
then,
like
right, it'd be more DNA or,
Yeah.
more things that it's going through and evolving through.
That is fucking weird
develop.
as shit, dude. Dude, if you guys have any opinions on any of this crazy shit the last 30 minutes popped off on, I urge you to email us at agentsofcalamity@gmail.com. We want to hear what you think. Special Agent Ed, don't we have a message in
One of the field agents actually sent us a question because apparently he's in some weird country where they're trying to force him into conscription.
gay sex, I think.
No, god damn it. Military conscription, god.
Oh, okay.
So non-consensual gay sex.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
You really got to be on point there.
Okay. Could you, can you orate this shit?
He says, headquarters. I've been deep in the field here and I'm noticing a very strange thing. Pussies. They're everywhere. I don't understand this. What do you think about the mandatory 1 or 2 year civil or military service upon completion of high school? You can choose which one you want to do. I think we need to also be teaching these kids some humility, self-respect, respect for others, and what it is to really help people and maybe curb some drug abuse amongst our youth in the process. I will await your direction as I remain deep in this pussy shithole. Whiskey dick out.
Wow. Should have read that first.
That's how we do it at the end.
I got a lot on that.
Okay, Whiskey Dick, thank you. What do you think, Agent?
How do you touch on every
It's just
every topic that is ruining society right now?
That's what we do.
He's asking us to fix it.
No, just the
Or our point of view.
mandatory military service.
What do you think? Civil or military,
Okay,
right?
I got one word for that.
I don't understand that. Yeah, years of civil or military service. So civil service, civil service is all paid. So
Okay.
I don't like what
Communists?
would you be? No, it works. It works in democracy. South Korea does it.
Right.
All right.
Clearly, they're a democracy.
Israel does
Not
man.
North Korea, South Korea.
I got you.
And
Israel does it too as well.
Israel does it as well. That's why all their chicks are badasses. So just be careful around an Israeli chick, because she will fuck you up.
How do you feel? How do you feel about this?
It's different because when you say military,
Well, they have
Yes,
their
that's
problems.
what Agent K was saying.
military is different. Like teaching somebody to fight and protect themselves is great. I'm not against that. But when you describe me going to the military or me finishing school, well, it's basically like you do it the easy way or you go to boot camp.
Well, it's out. This is upon completion of high school. You go into it. The only way out is if you compete in Olympic level sports. That's
Right,
the only
and
way
you're
out
talking
of
about a country that breeds from 5 years old. They will stick them in a gym and make them work out in
That's North Korea, not South Korea. You're mixing them up.
I think you're mixing them up because what's the difference?
North Korea is.
You see what you want to see.
Okay,
No.
but no, neither of you two are talking about how do you feel about the idea
Well, he's saying it
that you
instills-
have to do this.
Right, and maybe I misinterpreted it.
He instills. It says it would put self-respect and respect for others and curb some drug abuse. But lots of people, they don't get introduced to that until they get into
Right,
the
all right. So
military.
for that, I would say schools should be better.
Well,
The problem would be the school entirely because schools could teach that. They could have military in schools or combat training in schools.
But how do you...
well, some of them have policy like that. If you go to university, you obviously don't have to go to military.
Yeah, if you do it.
Well, then you're talking about
Mandatory service. How do you feel about the mandatory service? Either you're going off to fight or you're doing something civilian, like charity work or whatever the fuck, civil.
personally, I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that? You have to, though.
I would be okay with that. Right.
You have to.
I'm not saying if
You can choose.
They put me in a specific spot where I had to kill somebody and I didn't feel comfortable doing it. I'm not saying I could do it, but if they wanted to try and teach me those things, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's just like boot camp.
Right,
Everybody
exactly.
goes to boot camp.
Right.
And then as a result of that, they also have a backup army that's ready to go, with at least
Right.
trained.
And you were talking about like colleges. Like you should learn that in high school. You should have better education in high school. You shouldn't just learn math.
Oh, dude, there. That's where Common Core comes from.
Right.
I mean, all the people that are bitching about it, they're bitching about it because Korea implemented that. That's what they use, is Common Core.
Agent K, how do you feel about the mandatory...
I think we should work on our education system first and then worry about stuff. What happens if we go to war? Does that mean all those kids are going to have to go to war?
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Yep. We all go.
And you don't think that's gonna make drug abuse higher when they get back?
PTSD now, because we won't subscribe it unless they pay.
Well, not even back over there. I mean, how many people from Iraq developed dope problems from painkillers, from being over there and getting hurt?
Right, people that shouldn't be in that situation, that physically and mentally can't understand what they're doing. So training people on doing that would make that easier and better in that aspect, but then you're just breeding more.
Well, see, with the volunteer system, there's already people in the service that have no business in there. They have psychological problems and stuff. But then when you start forcing, like, everybody has to go, or they go to jail. That's
Did
the
you
thing.
kill a man? And his wife and his son?
I don't know.
Because you were ordered to go clear out a village?
But would you want to be next to somebody that would be like me and questioning it? Or would you want to be next to somebody that signed up and was ready to go? That's the thing, is like,
Do I
is
wanna
that
be there at
military
all?
strong? Yeah, not you. I'm saying if you were there, would you want to be
Do I
next
want
to
to fight somebody
somebody
else's war?
that was forced to be there? Or would you want to be next to somebody that signed up to be there?
Someone that signed up to be there.
Exactly.
Oh, so now you're talking about
The
the
effectiveness.
opposite side of the
Well, the
conversation.
effectiveness of it. It's like you're forcing these kids. Like, I know plenty of people
And
that
that's
should
what-
not be in the fucking military
Like
and
in
have a
an
gun in
early
their hands.
age, right? But at an early age, if you breed them like they do, like everyone else does,
No,
they're
this
going to
is
be
after
comfortable.
high school, dude. You have to graduate high school. This is service
Well, then it's
after 18.
Then
Mandatory
you're
service
already
after high
physically
school.
developed and mentally developed, and it's pointless.
No, you don't.
You're just training
develop until
maniacs
you're
with guns.
23. Like, your cerebral cortex isn't completely grown.
You didn't know who you were at 15?
For fuck no.
You don't know who you are now?
No.
All right.
But you don't think, I mean,
So 18,
But I know it fucking.
but at 7, you knew exactly who you wanted to be, right? You wanted to be a fucking Power Ranger. I can see it in your face.
No, I hated the power. I want to be a fucking Turtles or some shit. I don't know.
That's
But
fun.
No reproducing on the turtles there.
I see it as but it's the same thing as a draft, really.
That's what. That's
Yeah,
what,
but being more prepared for it as a whole. But that's war.
You're automatically
that's war.
drafted
You
in.
need
War,
you need
yeah.
to teach people actual information, things that people actually need to know, which they don't teach people.
But these guys, like,
They teach
if
the
we're-
basics. This isn't the fucking 50s anymore.
If we're using Korea as an example, they've been doing it for years,
Right.
and they haven't fought a single war.
yeah,
Right.
it's true.
But
That's like a monk or philosophy.
they also have like one of the best economies in Asia. That's a democracy.
Communism is?
No,
it's
South
you
Korea.
keep mixing up South Korea and North Korea.
Oh, sorry.
South
Peninsula.
Korea, South
There's
Korea,
two different
where they make
countries.
Kias and fucking, god damn it, where it's like
Same thing.
South Korea is the best
So one of them
internet in
runs
the
the
world.
communism nation better than the other.
Until
Yeah,
boom.
Given one credit.
South
boom.
Korea has the fastest and greatest internet network in the world.
In the
Yeah,
world.
because they were like, everybody gets fiber optics.
Yeah.
We'll pay for that. Yeah.
Everybody
America
has
won't
it.
do that
They got
because
6-year-olds knitting this
Because-
shit like
Right.
blankets,
right, exactly.
like fucking blankets.
Right.
yeah, in America's
Building
different.
iPhones, fucking
Yeah.
40,000 a day.
Now, granted, yes, South Korea is the size of like New Jersey or something.
Yeah, it's not big. It's not a big place, but there are a lot of people.
Even our incompetence as a whole is much greater than theirs.
Oh, we give them like something like 60 billion a year or something. Obviously, we get a lot back.
Don't we protect them?
Commerce. I think they're tariff protected. They ain't getting taxed.
Okay, but no, militarily was too.
Oh, yeah,
Don't they're sovereign. Aren't
We're
they sovereign?
embedded with them pretty much as far as any country could get.
Since the North Korean, remember the MASH? Remember the show MASH, based on the war?
I think it's all just like one gigantic rap battle. That's what it is.
it's one gigantic rap
Yeah.
battle.
Everybody's friends, but they're all just dissing each other to pull strings. It's
And
all
just
about
letting them
it's
play
all
out.
about rich people being rich. There's no rich people or there's no blacks, whites, Asians. It's
I don't
just
know.
rich people.
No,
and poor
North
people.
Korea's fucked up. They caught North Korean spies in the Ukraine trying to take pictures of missiles.
Right, and this is what Fox News, CNN. I mean,
No, this was it was I think
can't get behind it.
IFR France or something like that. I was reading. I'm a member of the Korean Friendship Committee.
I see your
Where it's
hat.
just
Tinfoil as fuck.
no, it's just I
Reynolds
love
Wrap.
North Korea, so I follow all that shit. So anytime,
Why?
I mean, dude killed his brother in another country. You know how they did it? a Craigslist ad, right? They opened a Craigslist ad, got these 2 girls to volunteer. They said that we're creating a prank show. What we're going to do is we're going to record you, and you're going to go up to this dude and blow some shit in his face.
Yeah, and they poisoned him.
And they got 2 random girls on an equivalency of a Craigslist ad to go up and blow this powder on his face in the presumption that it's for a prank show.
Right.
And really, they're, what was it, X13 or some shit like that. Some chemical that
It was like arsenic or some kind of poison.
One has to blow it, and then the other one has to do something to activate it. And
Spit on
as soon as they did that because the girl.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, because if one person delivered both, they'd die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest. Fucking
You guys are recording.
a helicopter just came by and dropped off Agent Snow. Can we get a round of applause, everyone?
That soundbite here.
Oh, awesome, dude. Agent Snow, how are you, sir?
Good, man. We went to Power Wash today, and they didn't need us to, so I got $20 to drive to ride up to Bloomsbury and back.
So you didn't have to do anything, dude.
No, we found out when we got there. They're under contract to do it the second Monday of every month. But they said it's been raining all day, so they didn't think we were going to make it.
Are you serious? Was it a good time?
Look at all that fucking steam, bro. That's a lot. It's like a choo-choo train.
It's like a choo-choo train,
the
dude.
dab train and commence.
That is crazy. You knew a beer agent, so he's got it. That's good shit.
Bro, it's like I live here. I walk in, get it right in your fridge.
Yeah. I love it. Yo,
Hands down.
Take a shit.
you just missed the final question we were asking.
What was that you were just talking about?
This is the final question.
It was getting into North Korea.
Agent Special, could you
The
reread?
recap was, what do you think about mandatory 1 or 2 years of civil or military service upon completion of high school? Like as far as implementing respect and discipline in the kids early on.
So it's not
early, it's late.
I don't know. It's like if that would really work though.
Could it though? That's the question.
I've been to boot camp before. And
Me
like,
too. I've sat
I mean, it wasn't military boot camp. I was just a badass kid.
Yeah.
Too late, though. Too little, too late.
But see, that's a little different though, because like there is countries that do it. Obviously, that's where they get the
they're
idea.
priming them young. I mean, that would be our
A
standard.
little bit, yeah, and that's what I was just gonna say. Like, if you know it's coming, like you plan the whole
Here's
time.
a real fucking challenge.
That'll push you. to
When
university.
kids come out of high school, they should have to work in the service industry, like the actual, like service industry, like waiting tables and shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
food.
and cooking food. You know what I mean? Just so you don't go in there, place closes at 10, you get there at 9:55 wanting food. Like fuck you. Now you know what it feels like.
Right? Like just grind them out, dude.
Alright, I think
For sure.
That is fucking.
But yeah, I guess I don't know. It might work. What countries do it?
South Korea, I know for sure.
Israel does
he's
it.
South Korean, I'm pretty sure.
Israel.
He's a spy.
Let me look.
Are you a spy?
Special Agent Ed.
Special
Double
Agent
Agent.
Ed.
You guys
double
know
agenting.
We're always over there because they got the mad Bitcoin.
It's bullshit. All of it's bullshit. It's just puppets. Just what you want to read.
I wish
What
you would have
countries
brought your
still
beard
have
with
it?
you.
Okay,
I got
let's
the
see.
car. You want to wear it?
What did you turn into a
Bermuda?
coat? Like a cardigan?
Leg warmers, bro. Leg warmers.
There's quite a bit. God
I
damn it.
just made Kyle's hat. You like it?
Yeah,
Make
I
it,
do.
make it some.
So does he. He doesn't take it off.
Ever.
Ever, yeah.
Make mittens for people with hand cancer and shit.
Fucking hand cancer. Oh my god.
Two kids in Somalia right now wearing gloves.
Because you do.
They're freezing their asses off. But that man is warm. Goddamn.
Them
They're
patties is
warm.
melting.
You know?
It was fucking golden, dude.
So what countries do it?
Countries with mandatory military service: Armenia, Austria, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Bermuda, Brazil, Myanmar, Cyprus, Denmark, Egypt, Finland, Greece, Iran, Israel, North Korea, South Korea, Mexico, Norway, Russia,
Holy
Singapore,
fuck.
Switzerland, Taiwan,
But they also have better education
Tunisia,
systems.
Turkey,
they actually
do
teach kids
UK.
proper
No, the United Arab
they?
Emirates. They
to
just
what they
let
want.
women
Yeah,
drive over there.
yeah, military stuff. They want to have the biggest war.
Damn, there's a lot of countries that actually do that shit.
Yeah, for sure. That's because we
Why
exist.
is war so relevant?
War is the capitalist gain of the world.
Yeah, but how many other
that's what you're
countries
feeding into.
are at war as much as America is at war?
Okay, Armenia, everybody knows about their genocide. Austria, everybody knows about Hitler. Azerbaijan, who knows? Was that some part of Arab Spring?
I'm probably involved in that.
Myanmar is always in. There's like a Muslim uprising.
whole East
there.
Coast.
Yeah, they're always
Brazil's
in
not
civil
at war,
wars.
but they do help us. Bermuda's not at war at anybody except for that kill.
Don't we own them?
Who's in war right now?
No, that's like they're still looking for
Venezuela,
that.
Ecuador, something like that.
Yeah.
So pro-war countries with
Belarus.
They're all
military
pro.
service are just killing each other and killing other people.
They're-
And the ones who aren't,
Command
Are
and
being
conquer.
killed.
aren't going to war.
Command and conquer, right?
No, 'cause
you
you
don't
got-
believe what we believe. We're taking it. It's
You got
communism.
Denmark and Finland
It's
there.
not communism.
And that's the definition of communism.
That's fucking different.
I tried a communist joke the other day, right? In the room. Didn't work.
And where?
In the
Yeah,
room.
room.
In a room.
Oh,
Because not everybody got it.
what was the joke?
That was the joke.
Oh, I didn't get it either.
No one.
Everyone has to
Oh, I get it.
In order for communism to work, everybody has to get it. Not everyone got it.
Because no one works.
Oh,
But you got like Finland and Denmark right there, which they're just a standing army for the sake of it. I mean, they ain't fighting anybody.
Who do you think's the strongest power on the planet right now?
China.
Yeah, China.
Really? Japan
That's
fucked
no
China
question.
up.
You can't. Japan is like.
They're a little bitty little shit.
Yeah, but
They
they're.
fucked them up. They're like, fuck you.
But they're
So you don't think
they're
we're
completely
running
out
for
of the
that?
loop. They're
Here we are. I think
Yeah,
we are.
I
Japan
thought
is
how
completely
would
out of
we
the
be?
loop, though.
we have like a $4.8 billion fucking
We have the
budget.
highest budget.
Yeah, and we're not the
Tenfold.
strongest.
We are.
Russia.
I mean,
Yeah, Russia has more nukes than us.
no. I mean, we.
And they just released the fact that they have a technology that we don't with delivering the missiles,
Which
as
is-
far as the distance and capability.
Yeah, do you see that
Which is
video?
probably bullshit.
I gotta see
Might
that
be,
video.
yeah.
They said the video where they showed how the missile worked, it sent it to Florida?
Yeah.
Showed it bombing Florida?
You can.
Really?
Yeah, and they were like, and the U.S. missile defense could not do anything about
Man, I
it.
could put anthrax
Oh
in
my
an Amazon
God,
package
dude,
and send
that's
it to you.
so
I could
scary.
pinpoint
It
it.
is.
How can we not do anything about it?
They can.
We probably can.
We tried. It was a Cold War.
No, we're talking about the shit that they just put out like this year.
Oh, Russia?
Yeah.
It's just threats. It's false threats. No one's doing nothing. Everybody's bluffing to pull everybody's
No,
vote.
dude, Russia's making moves, man. They took Crimea, for fuck's sakes. Like, when's the last time a major power took a piece of sovereign property? Oh, a couple years ago, and it was Russia.
Yeah, but where do you read
Yeah.
about
When
that?
was the last time it happened?
Where do you
oh,
read
a
about
couple
that?
years ago, and it was, Russia.
yeah.
Where do you read about that?
In
though?
Georgia. They
Not on the
they
local
tried
news?
taking Georgia.
No shit.
No,
you
they
read
did
about it
that.
all the
They
time.
did that
Right,
shit
you
in
do.
fucking.
I do,
You
yes.
That's
I
what
do.
I'm saying.
But
As
and then
for the
before that, it was fucking Afghanistan. And
Right,
where
but
we
as-
at?
Czechoslovakia.
As for the public sitting here posting, face swap filters on our Instagram, where do we read that?
Well, I mean, that's choice, though.
Is
God.
it?
Didn't they get heavy sanctions put
Everything's
against
a
them?
choice, Ed.
Yeah.
Everything's a
You
choice.
wear
By
that
whom, though? 'Cause
hat
they're
was
not
a
in the
choice.
UN, they're NATO,
Not a
so,
good one,
and they
but indeed a
control NATO.
choice.
I think it was Obama put a bunch of trading sanctions against them when they took over some.
They
Country.
tried. They were gonna. I think they bullshit a lot because most of that was that was a lot of
Oh,
bullshit.
that's bullshit. Obama's bullshit. Oh, just real quick.
No, it's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
But
So why do you can't feed
no,
into
Russia
that
ain't
shit.
nothing to fuck with, dude.
Oh,
for
well,
sure. For
Well,
sure.
but neither is America. Like, I'm not backing America,
America. Yo, grab me a Pops. America.
but it's socialism. That's how I see it. My perception is it's socialism. That's what they
Paps is
do.
American.
They just keep feeding people
Red, white, and blue
scare
can,
tactics.
bitch.
No, we're at that point now.
Sit
It's
down and take
going
a
to be
seat.
just like it has been for the last like 60 years. It'll be proxy wars, just like Vietnam
really-
was, just like Korea was. Korea was a war between democracy and communism. That's all Libya is, and that's all Syria is. Syria right now is our war between Russia.
I don't know what's wrong.
We're supporting the rebels and aiding the rebels, and Russia's supporting Assad.
We've always done that.
Yeah, it's always going to be proxy because we all have nuclear powers now, and mutually assured destruction pretty much guarantees.
That's
that
why it's
we're
not
gonna-
important.
yeah,
And that's why they make it so important.
and that's why
Because that's where all the money comes from.
all the money goes into making drones and little shit.
And military. And
Yeah.
and adapting and evolving.
All
How
these
much
little
does it cost
proxy
to make a nuclear bomb?
A lot of money.
Does
It's
it?
not. I don't think it's.
We could do it. You want to?
I don't think. Shut your dirty mouth.
Trying to get this shut down before
Yeah,
you
you're
get off
trying
the
to get it
ground.
shut down for even drop, dude. What the fuck?
Huh?
No, it's the material.
I dropped 20 minutes ago. I don't know about you, bro.
No, it's the material. It's the plutonium and uranium that make the nuclear bombs work, and it's real small. It's a very
Then why they put it in such a big case?
to make the reaction happen. It's like a science lab inside the fucking.
Yeah, like the actual
capsule.
start. It's basically you just trigger a reaction, and as a result,
And it
of
has
that.
to. You got to give it enough space to do what it needs to do.
So
Or like
you
a
need-
fire, it'll not
It's
have enough air
crazy.
and die out.
That's
That's
why-
not explosives. Like 90% of that shell that you see drop
It's radiation.
is nothing in that shit, dude.
No, there's hydrogen.
Well, yeah, and the
fuels the
gears,
reaction.
but the reaction is caused from a less than a pebble-sized piece.
A molecule, right? You split a molecule.
It's from
It's
an
an atom
element.
bomb.
It's from either plutonium or uranium, and they crush an atom. But that's the only
split
element.
an atom.
Yeah, that's the only element.
Oh,
Yes.
So an atom bomb is different than a hydrogen bomb.
Yes.
Yeah.
no.
No.
What they
Yes.
do is they
So
take
I think
the
it's
one ring.
hydrogen would be
They
smaller.
take the one ring, the roll mall, and then you smack it with Thor's hammer,
No.
and boom, fucking
No.
game over.
Spider-Man appears.
Yeah, it's all elemental. You have two types you can do.
You fucked me up right there.
How you
That hurts right there. I had something smart. I can't even say it. It just hurts.
like Fat Boy and Little Boy? They
Spider-Man
were.
is not going.
You mean Enola Gay's boys?
Yeah, Enola Gay's droppers. They're fucking
But
hydrogen.
Robin still is not wearing pants, right?
Yes,
Yes,
he's not wearing
yes.
pants.
Totally not in pants.
Yeah, it's hydrogen bombs. So they're splitting gas molecules. But nuclear weaponry, they use plutonium and uranium. So they compress either plutonium.
That's radiation.
That's how you
all
get the radiation.
radiation.
That's how you
It,
get
yeah,
the
it creates
radiation.
cesium, which is
Yeah.
like the radiation that's everywhere, like in Japan right now.
Yeah, and then that's just a way to do it, the explosion without gunpowder. They don't need gunpowder for it. They can just say, this is how life works. I can cut this atom, and this atom can do all this, but I'm going to do it all right now.
Well, it's basically it creates enough heat and then
Yes.
fucking creates plasma, and then that creates
Cut
a
it.
chain reaction.
Everything that is capable of is going to go. It's small. You'll never see one in your life unless you're a scientist.
You'll never
Think about that.
Think about when it
that.
hits you. You'll never know. You'll be pulling that microwave dinner out. Ding. It's over.
Shit, I'll be.
Your powder.
I'll probably have my dick in my hand.
Oh yeah.
I hope I am.
Cleaning my room.
Mom, meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
And all we had to do was steal a couple of German scientists.
Dude, isn't that a crazy way the world works?
Relativity, huh?
A button could end all of our lives.
But they
Fucking-
don't, because they won't, because
Fucking German scientists.
everybody depends on everybody else.
Do we though?
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah.
Do you know about the?
Are we
Every other
afraid?
country looks to our stupid society and envies it for some reason.
Do you know about the spy that released the plans for the nuclear weapon back in the 40s? He worked at UCLA or something like that and was like under Oppenheimer, I believe, and he actually leaked the info on nuclear weapons to the Russians and stuff.
Fucking snitches.
Now, here's the
No,
argument.
but that
Here's the
probably
argument.
helped because that's where we went and got.
Well, here's the argument. If he had not done that, then the United States would have been the only power for at least a short time with nuclear weapons and could have easily had dominated the world. Right?
Scary.
If he had not
So
done
we would
that,
have won.
like, is he
Basically.
a savior of, like, obviously he's treasonous for as far as that America is concerned, but is he
Right.
as a savior of morality so that, because if not, then there is no mutually assured destruction because there is only one person with the trigger.
That's Trump.
Trump.
Yeah, I think that brings it back to empathy, though.
Well, yeah, and it's
Because,
just,
like, each society, like, we wouldn't have those societies. We would just be one society,
Well,
one
us-
America, and one free, because all the history books would have been rewritten to, you know, we took it in the 1900s, and it's ours now.
but instinctively we go snitch.
Right, somebody else did.
Right?
Right. In fear,
Immediate- yeah.
because in fear, like, what, that person probably wasn't American. They were probably German or Jewish.
He was Russian.
Russian,
He was a
okay.
double agent,
So,
actually.
so he knew that
Damn,
Russia,
007.
Russians would no longer exist. He would never get that compassion from somebody like his mother, because
he was
you know,
born here
Russia.
from a Russian immigrant and then trained to be a spy because he could blend in Russian. And then
nice.
and then turned. He was never. They believe he was never actually a Russian agent until he found out the information and then went to the embassy and turned.
But I think that could be moral. Though,
So he was
at the same
spying on the
time.
Russians and then turned with the Russians.
But he realized what he gave America would have destroyed Russia and destroyed
yeah.
China and destroyed
Possibly, yeah.
everything. And
Destroy everything.
we'd be all in fucking beanies.
What is
Nobody
wrong?
wants that.
What is wrong with fucking beanies? What is it? You look like you just fucking baptized yourself and like fucking queer.
Hey, is that
cum.
kosher? It better be kosher.
It better be fucking kosher.
Kosher dill pickle.
Fucking,
Yo.
I like beanies.
Yeah,
So I'm going to watch Snowden tonight. 'Cause this shit got me.
You're gonna watch what?
The movie about Eric Snowden.
Oh,
Edward
really?
Snowden.
Yeah, that dude.
He's fucking crazy. Did you ever watch the interview with him and John Oliver when he's in the Russian offices?
Oh wait, maybe I did.
That was pretty good. But yeah, is he
Why is nothing come of that?
is he a traitor or a hero?
No, he's a hero.
Because they bury him.
Yeah,
They bear it.
yeah, he's definitely a hero. But nothing happened. What happened?
What do you mean? He's still wanted, just like Assange. He can't go anywhere.
I know, but that's what I'm saying though. Like he told on the U.S. government and nothing happened.
Well-
People get jailed and shit for that.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Oh,
If he
that's,
comes back to America,
that's
he will.
not
I'm
what
not
I'm
saying
saying.
him. I'm saying like who he told on.
Well, all America's
No.
friends are over there, and America's friends are like, yeah, if we see him, we'll arrest him.
Well,
so he has to hang out in those fucking.
He's protected. They got him protected.
Where's he at now?
Even if stuff were to result of that, any of the cables he released wouldn't be held up in
Televised.
court because they were illegally obtained, so they're inadmissible.
Right,
in
they
court.
could have made him say those things.
So they have to find other evidence. So it's a matter of resources. So some of the stuff has resulted, like some of the stuff he released has resulted in a lot of stuff happening and people getting busted. But then a lot of it is just a matter of resources to investigate. Most of the stuff that actually resulted of it is from news journalists who
Loopholes.
dug into it. And then, yeah.
Do you
What's
think,
really cool is there's a few of the cables. There's an encryption that people use to communicate on like private apps. It's called PGP, and there's NSA cables leaked that said that they cannot break it. So that's pretty reassuring.
if that's true?
Right, because if I could
Well,
break
no.
something,
They
I
have
would
a
tell people
process
I
to try and break it, but there is instances
Oh,
like
they'll
there's
find
several
the
emails
algorithm.
where they do crack the code, but there's a lot of them where they can't.
I know a lot of crackers out there, dude, and they love you telling them you can't crack this code.
Well, it don't matter. It's
and they
it don't-
they'll eat
Right.
that alive, dude. They'll
That's an
obsess.
instance where it don't matter how good they are. It's a matter of resources. They
Right.
don't have a
Actually-
fucking server farm in Utah that has $6 billion worth
right.
of
Well,
computers.
even to jump on that, you know what the best way is now to communicate without people knowing is ancient technology.
Talking.
Basic. Oh,
You talking pigeons?
no.
Are you talking about
Talking to pigeons.
I love my pigeons.
fart
Don't
signals?
get me wrong.
Is that what you're talking about?
But like basic iOS systems like Macs, like older Macs,
No.
you can run on those. And you
Dude,
can
that's a
still-
compromised network. If anything has an exploit,
but-
it's old software.
But you're talking about these hackers that don't have that technology anymore. They
Oh, yeah.
upgraded. No, they're so far advanced that they would need to
You know
go.
how easy it is to
dig that shit.
connect to legacy systems, dude? Like, I'm telling you, that's one thing I do know.
But it's
And,
so basic
yeah.
for them to go back and have to run
If you
through
run
that.
Windows
That's a lot
XP,
of time and effort.
All right, if you're running Windows XP, that means it's automatically running IIS, which is Internet
You're talking about
Information
X-
System, which is a back-end system on Windows XP, which is...
Oh, nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert.
Exactly,
alert.
and that's the
I'm talking
worst thing to do.
dial-up. I'm talking dial-up. Fuck your XP. That's
But you're
That's
still
too-
connecting to the central server, which can be
but
compromised.
not yours.
I got an
No,
idea.
I can
Yeah,
I can
everything-
backdoor that shit all day.
You're
and
connecting-
you'll never see it.
Who are you dialing into? A server, an ISP. You're dialing
private
in,
server.
Dialing into
So
Comcast.
I could still build my
Hillary
own.
Clinton.
Yeah.
We could,
Inside
Private
job.
servers.
Inside job.
we could still
Definitely
have our own
inside
private
job.
server.
Definitely.
So basic that it never pops up. No one will ever see it.
Guys.
It's like Morse code at this point in our society. Like no one is ever going back and checking Windows 95 to see if something's amiss.
If they rub their
But
But that's the thing, you don't have to check for. If you're port scanning, like you can just put in like
On a private server.
you don't select what server you're looking for. You select blocks of IPs and just scan the whole thing and see what's there.
Right.
You're not looking for it, you're looking to see what's there.
Yo,
Not something
if,
specific.
But then you couldn't access it even if you found it.
yeah, you
Unless
could.
you had the.
You just
yo,
and
if you guys rub your nerd dicks any harder against each other, it would burst into a nerd dick fire. No one
needs to
gives a fuck
Fucking nerd dick fire.
I was gonna say,
about your nerd dick
could just
fire shit.
PSF info and it'll tell you what operating system it's running. and
Okay,
then
there will be
you're good to go.
links after
you
this
have to-
episode.
You said Plenty of Fish server? Wait,
No,
PO
PS is like
Oh,
PS
P-
tools.
Plenty of
PSF. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
plenty of this. Is that like
Plenty
a
of
porn
fish?
site? Is that a porn site? You
You don't catch a virus in there.
you guys gotta
Yeah.
in fact,
listeners that are listening. Remember
I was
that.
drunk.
Remember that everyone here
remember?
has been cloned and they are technically mentally retarded. I can't.
Don't worry about my extra chromosome.
Yeah, I don't. They have extra chromosomes. They have extra DNA and shit like
Extra
that.
DNA.
Yeah,
I got some
yeah.
extra DNA for you.
They're fucked
Open me
up.
wide.
the
Nice
extra
fucking
DNA
dump
off.
truck.
They're all fucked up, dude. They're all fucked up.
How much extra DNA does that beanie hold, dog?
Now what, dude? I'm a beanie guy, dude. You
You're a
shaved your
fucking beanie baby.
Yeah, I'm a beanie. Wait, well, that sounds good. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
wearing a
don't know.
beanie pretending you're a field agent.
I don't know, dude. But what is like?
He's undercover.
I'm undercover. Yeah.
Yeah, he's undercover.
You're gonna shoot your eye out with that fucking torch.
You gotta fucking light it first.
All right, guys. What do you guys think that?
I thought we already did the final question.
Yeah, we're still talking.
Good.
We run. We'll just
Where are
run.
you guys at right
just
now?
run it.
2 hours.
Yeah,
matter, run
probably.
What do you got?
Excuse
Crap.
2 hours, probably. That's probably where we're at right now. Not too bad.
What's your question?
We
Oh,
just
it hasn't
talked
been
about.
recording the whole time? Alright, cool.
No, we have been.
So my dick shouldn't have been out. That's what you're saying. I should have put it away 20.
Wait, your dick was out?
You should have put a beanie on.
You would have seen it better.
Yeah. What was
It'd
it?
have been more relevant to the conversation.
What was that? Gray smooth skin with the bald head?
No empathy.
Oh, the Grays. What is the
That's the
second?
nickname for his dick.
What's the
Gray.
Because there's nothing there.
Oh my god, you
It's
are
fictive.
getting wild, crypto.
Blowtorch, son.
Yeah, you almost took your nose off.
I know. I don't care.
Who likes a fucking 2 hits of a segment with Blowtorch?
Alright.
What about the Grays?
That's what.
What do you believe as far as the Grays?
I don't know, like, yeah. Dude, how can that many people have encounters and witness shit? You know what I mean? Like,
Can it not be true?
yeah, exactly.
So Bigfoot's true?
My dick being 12
Yeah,
inches
see?
is true?
No, because some of the big, the Bigfoot videos you get, definitely, like, there's not near as many.
But why do none of these stories exist pre-television?
They have, though. Look at the hieroglyphics and shit from, like,
That's
Europe.
all.
Like,
Hieroglyphics of
Yeah.
Bigfoot?
no, of alien, of, like, shit in the
yeah.
sky.
That's some ancient alien shit. That's like
what I'm talking
all
about.
like that's
So do you think grays are real?
Dude, listen, all right, I'll just break it down like this.
Have you ever had an encounter?
I've never had an encounter, but this is what I'm saying. Is ever since that crash in Roswell, ever since that, dude, technology went through the fucking roof. Like,
Sure.
where are we at before that?
Nowhere.
Fucking the computer was the size of this room. You know what I mean? Like, and now, it's just, I just think it's weird. Why'd they build a whole fucking, why'd they build Area fucking 51 for no reason?
Well, that was there, but
see, I think that was Tesla.
fuck you.
You think that was Tesla?
Tesla was
you.
a gray? Was Tesla did he get visited by grays? You think
I don't
Tesla
think he believed him.
You think Tesla and grays like chilled out, like, what up dudes?
I don't know his
He was
stance on it.
touched
I have
by
to
the
look
gray.
it up, dude. But so you think, without a doubt, that aliens probably?
I think we're fucking aliens.
You think you honestly believe?
Remember the last conversation we had about this?
Yeah.
About what if the meteorite that killed all the dinosaurs was actually us?
Yeah. And we just jumped the fuck off the fucking
Yeah.
shit,
Well,
dude.
hold on. What I got from the pisser was we developed technology right after Roswell.
No, not so I'm saying
It
at all.
increased.
How
increased.
how it fucking.
But can you
blew
think
up.
about 50 years from Roswell? Before Roswell? Like when we didn't have planes and didn't know how to
Exactly.
fly.
That's what he's saying. He's
And
saying
electricity.
How did we make that jump?
We've always made that jump.
No, we haven't.
No,
Society's always
not
made
like
that jump.
Not
Yeah.
like that.
No.
We
It's
went
just-
from not flying to going to the moon in 50 years.
But Ben Franklin, how long did it take to develop electricity
we also went
and light
from,
bulbs?
like, parchment.
Thousands of years he was the first dude to put it
Right,
together.
and then who was next? Edison and Tesla.
Yeah, they utilized
Okay,
it.
so that you're talking 100 years. We developed telephones and light bulbs, and
We've only been here 76 years. That's all we've been here. It's America, and that's all those.
Well, past
America,
jumps
bitch.
in technology don't look as big to us, but at the time they were huge jumps in
there you go,
technology,
yeah.
and we have always made huge jumps. It's just now it goes so fast, and it's also globally. Before there was huge jumps, but it would take literally 100 years for it to go.
Right,
But they
yeah.
would be breakthroughs that would be almost as
now you're collectively
Yeah.
spreading it across 7 billion people instead of the 30 people that you hang with on a daily basis. Like you have society to keep pushing you forward. As a whole, we grow rapidly.
Yeah.
Trains.
Okay, but keep in mind the jump.
Basically, all the large jump that we have now is entirely dependent on public education systems. Not even just public, but education systems in general, like the development of universities. Like everything before, they would make big jumps in mathematics, but it wouldn't spread as fast as stuff spreads now because it would take longer to filter that information.
Well,
out.
that and that
Same with
it works
engineering.
itself more into today's society because that big math equation that they figured out can now be put into an
Applied.
algorithm,
Yeah,
and we
applied.
can use it on social media or to identify a certain website to do certain things. Right?
Well, yeah, and like
it's
there
more
was always
proficient. Things we knew back then are easier to advance now because of what we have.
It's true.
Like
but
you can make a light bulb light up out of a potato.
I think technology, as Agent Sno said, has advanced exponentially since
Roswell?
Roswell.
Specifically Roswell?
Specifically the adaptation of transistors
That's Tesla, man.
and well, we're talking about two different things there. Transistors, carbon fiber filament, all that shit
No, I would say in comparison to the humans' timeline, the biggest explosion in technology would be the development from steam. One. Because
Yeah.
that's a
Damn.
200-year expansion.
God, that's all you drank.
10 times greater than any other 1,000-year expansion of human growth.
It's an interesting thing, and it makes you wonder.
My beard's in the car.
It makes you wonder, though, if aliens could have really influenced our process.
I don't think.
What? What do you got to say, B?
Yeah, we're too busy fucking it up on our own.
I think we can. I think we're really good at fucking shit up.
I think that there are aliens.
I think so, too.
I agree, but they've never been here.
Yeah.
And if they have, all the proof that we have isn't proof.
I also agree with that, too.
Like, I mean,
How do you feel,
I
Agent K?
think we got proof. There's plenty of proof.
I think we might have advances.
Dude,
I'm not saying they didn't help
Buscemi
us.
is a paid actor.
Who?
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Was that the guy with the crazy hair?
He's the
Aliens are
weirdo
real.
in the Adam Sandler
Aliens are
movies.
real.
Wait, what?
That's
Where did he come in at?
Buscemi.
I'm
Yeah.
confused.
Oh, Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, there we
Who
go.
the
No,
fuck's that?
no, I would say Gary Busey or Gary Busey's son.
All right,
Steve
Rob
Buscemi's
Schneider
the real
has
guy.
a career,
In Adam
Aliens are
Sandler
real.
movies.
Whoa.
and he's anti-vaccine, obviously an alien.
I don't know.
More like Amy Schumer has a career.
Oh, poor girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about reptilians?
That's
Genetic alteration, isn't that what they do?
we're already at the 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is a reptilian.
Absolutely.
You think so?
Oh, for sure,
You're full of shit.
for sure.
So
you've seen it.
Zuckerberg.
Have you watched him blink? He's a robot.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. I mean, that's not him. He's in a room somewhere just clickety
Now,
click,
now,
click,
what do you
click,
think would have happened if Zuckerberg got sent to the military for 2 years after high school?
Nothing.
America would have been a superpower again.
We wouldn't have Facebook.
They still are though with
We might have
Facebook.
Facebook, yeah, but would we have some super fucking death ray that could fucking? I guess it doesn't.
Maybe.
Really matter. There's no point in creating a better weapon than a nuclear bomb.
Right, because we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
We can all do, and we all know the inevitable, but it's not going to happen. It's marketing now.
Now
We're
it's
just
all
marketing
about,
it.
It's all about-
Marketing
Yeah,
death.
now that's why space is the next best thing because we're going to
Marketing
space.
mass death.
We're putting billboards up there.
Space Force.
We're putting billboards up there.
Why don't Trump
On
go
the
up there?
moon,
He's
so
so
it lights up at night. Yeah.
So from 3 days in the future, I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna see
Agents of Calamity.
Pepsi. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
agents.
we're almost there. We're almost there.
Fucking
yeah.
Pepsi.
Pepsi, this guy.
I'm just saying.
Fucking traitor.
Yo, there's
They
a
got
mall.
They got a good marketing team, though.
Yeah, Pence or Trump needs to go up in the Space Force.
They have to join. They should
They
have
have
to
to.
join.
It's
Dude,
their
I'd be
idea.
all about it.
Pence would go.
I
He'd
wish I
love
could
being
go
in
to
the
the
locker
space.
room with all the dudes.
To the space.
He'd be like, "Oh yay, I'm an astronaut.
Let's Sandusky this bitch.
Are you naked in your suit? I'm naked in my suit." That's what Pence would be up there. Like, God damn it, Pence,
Watch
get out of
this
here.
foil unfold.
Yeah, it's funny.
Fuck it.
I'm just saying, can we go? I would like to go. I would
Yeah,
like to go to
so many
space.
people are going to want to join, and like it's not even going to get off the ground right away.
Well, I imagine you'd join the Air Force,
No, you have to already have military background. You
Yeah,
know,
I'm
it's like
sure
a-
it'll be Air
It's like a
Force.
process.
like an
But that's what
extension.
I'm saying. You should probably send young, healthy people.
What happens if it's like just a big marketing scheme where they're
It
like,
is.
"Oh,
It
come!"
all is.
They're like,
It
"Oh, you
is,
got to
yeah.
join this military branch, and
It
then you have to
is,
do
bro.
this and that, and then that
'Cause-
never fucking happens."
So once you get there and
Starship Troopers.
once you get there and start creating like a society, then you don't have. You're not Russian anymore. You're not American anymore. You know, you're one. And that's a giant conflict that people wouldn't be able to understand or fathom up there. Like, it would be... That's why poor people can't go.
It'll be like...
Because it's just like rich people, you know? And to them, it matters, but it doesn't really matter because they're all rich, so...
Didn't we kind of already have a Space Force with NASA? Was that like the same fucking thing?
No, they have
more like observing.
They have no offensive capabilities whatsoever.
This is like a military, like... You know, you don't come up in space or I'm going to kill you. It's my space now.
Like the idea...
Get out of my space.
Well, the idea isn't even just...
Yeah.
Oh, I miss
this isn't my Facebook. This is my space.
Well, it's not even just like weapons. It's also strategy, like how to deal with things in zero gravity and all that. Like they're going to start planning out like actual space warfare.
Right, wow. Exactly. Like it all boils down to war.
There's no gravity out there.
Exactly. No. So like things will react differently, and it's in a 3D space. Like without like you're not. It's not going to be like, oh, I got my cavalry and my infantry and my fucking air support. It's everything's in a 3-dimensional thing. So it's a whole nother playing field.
That's stupid.
You know,
we can't even fucking get along down here. How the fuck are people gonna get along?
Well, that's what I mean. Like we wouldn't. That's not how it would go. It would be more of a defensive tactic because they would. You don't go up there and breed with the Russians and the Asians.
Well, somebody will.
Right. And that
somebody will be fucking a Chinese.
Somebody would do that, dude.
That society would build as you can't differentiate then at that point because you're all from the moon. You're a moon man now. Now you're hated on by you're hated on by the Earth people. Mm-hmm. You know, you're just
gonna be like another racist
exactly.
thing. Right?
They're just gonna
fuck all you motherfuckers out there
on the fucking moon.
They don't pay taxes like we do.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking moonies.
Yeah,
fucking mooners.
Exactly. That's where society would go.
Oh my god!
It's not
people
about it's not about the education or the advancement of society. It's about that I'm better than you.
You can call them mooks.
Mookie!
No, that's actually a racist term, dude.
It's not racist. God damn it.
Orange monkey? Oh, that's racist.
That's racist.
I don't know.
I retract my statement.
What the fuck
Porch
is a mook?
civilian.
Mook is a slow person.
I thought that. Wait, no, the Vietnamese, right? That's what they used to call.
No, that's goop.
Yeah,
Goop.
that's goop. Yeah.
A mook is like a muley and a fucking Italian or whatever.
No, it has nothing to do. It's Italians use it. It has nothing to do with being Italian. It means a slow person.
I thought they called the slow Italian people mooks.
Yeah, because they're mooks. The same way you call the slow, but you could call the slow Irish people mooks too because they're mooks.
Italians say that though.
Italians say it. It doesn't matter who it's going to.
I've never seen any Sopranos or Godfathers. I don't believe it.
Yo, did you ever see people that never knew Marlon Brando?
All right, if it's on Urban Dictionary, you're all going to hell.
I'm already there.
I'm there, dude. About the Gates toasters posted up.
Mook, a stupid or incompetent person. That's it.
So Ed?
Agent Mook.
So Ed?
God damn it.
Agent Mook, dude?
Yeah.
A stupid or incompetent person. Yeah.
Special.
Why is that a racist? What? So it's not racist.
It's like.
Well, the swastika wasn't racist.
It's label.
It's just because
but seriously, the swastika wasn't racist.
It's Buddhist.
There's other.
It's Buddhist.
There's other
and
cultures,
Indian.
yeah.
And Indians also use
it's
it.
just it was slang
They
that
could be
Italians
called Native
used.
Americans.
Exactly.
It's like how white people call
Redskins.
people pansies, you know? Like Italians call people mooks.
Bootlicker.
But it has nothing to do with the object of the slur. The race means
it's
nothing.
an R.R. Martin film.
The race means nothing. It's just a
right. It's an insult. It's just a direct insult.
Yeah.
Like, don't matter what race you are. As long as you're not my race, you're a mook.
Even if you are, you're like you could call an Italian a mook if you're an Italian. If he's a mook.
Right. Or a jive turkey.
If he's a mook. Oh my god.
But I mean, I imagine those are some harsh words. So
guys listening in, if you have any comments on anything being said, please contact us at agentsofcalamity@gmail.com. You can also get a hold of us at
At AOC Operatives on Facebook and AOC_Operatives on Twitter.
And you can also hashtag AOC_operatives and AOC agents, hashtag AOC agents of calamity.
Check out videobyjimmy.com for all your media needs.
All right, guys. Good night. And remember, this is Agents of Calamity.
Bitch!
Peace.
No.
No?
No, God, no.
Don't say
Beanie Man.
Don't say Beanie Man. Is that, who let the dogs out? Who was that? Was that Beanie Man?